Hey everybody, welcome to my chess stream here on Twitch and lichess. It's Sunday, which means simul time for me here. We were playing a 40-40 simul, which is something that can amount to about, let me move the screen here. No, my 2000 network error hasn't been fixed yet, but I'm assuming you guys should see it. Let me know if there's any problems with the stream. It looks okay as far as I can guess. Nothing's changed here. I'm going to be opening the simul in a second here. You see, let me make sure the details are right. It's where is my screen? Yeah. So standard 40-40-40 with random color. That has to be right. Okay, I'm going to start the simul here. 2001 error is next. Yeah, I didn't bother to, I don't know, update my Mozilla or anything. I assume that's what it is. So anyway, at least I can't see myself, but you guys can see me. We're going to start the simul here. No time to waste. I'm going to take subscribers first, then, you know, some regular players, and maybe a few GDIs. Good morning. The stream looks good. Oh man, it's not good morning for me, man. I woke up at 7 this morning. This extra hour is just killing me. But we're gonna try not to be grumpy about it. It's just c'est la vie. 7 o'clock this morning. I love waking up at 7 on a Sunday. It's like, it's okay if you're going fishing or something. Alright. Your favorite simul. Alright, I'm glad. It's my favorite simul too. GDI. GDI. Goddamn independent. That's what I always think it is. Mr. Coffee resubbed. My friend, the Dirt Man, used to call it. You can fix that error for me. You'll charge me at a discounted price. All right, guys, I'm going to start accepting subscribers. Santa Claus is a subscriber. I can't believe it. I'm not used to that yet. Curleon. Curleon is Carlo D'Amore on ICC. Ooh. He's a pretty strong Italian IM, at least in Blitz. Okay, so subscribers, we've got, who else? Derndash is not a subscriber. Soltigo, Arsenal fan, Clash Kid, I Take Back, Mr. Coffee just resubscribed. Thanks so much for that. Nefyadov S4, I missed Nefyadov. I think I clicked someone else by accident. S4, oh, gonna have to knock you out, T-Nan. T-Nan's still there. That's cool, the way it saves him. It doesn't throw it away, it like saves him in the waiting list, which is really cool because I clicked the wrong person. Alright, I didn't want to put anybody's challenge away. Do IT. Oh man, it's been a long day today. Heartbreakingly watching my team of old people collapse while I did nothing to help. Alright. We've got Jacob. If anybody else is a subscriber, I'll try to enunciate my words. We're going to get started here. Why are you having 15 candidates? I don't choose the candidates, they just they just put them there. I just choose who I put in the simul. Was there any candidates today? I don't think so, right? Today would have been the rest day, according to my calculations. Alright. Only Stupid Names Left is a subscriber as well. Any other subscribers before we start picking out, like, you know, random friends of the stream? Guys, let me know if you're a subscriber. I'll try to keep a place or two open for last minute subscribers, and I'll start taking some other people. Alright. Obviously the ratings are in many cases provisional because this guy's new. He's got 100. David has like 300. Let's throw him in there. I don't like to play like new accounts with less than 100 games. Supreme 5. Supreme 5, are you the guy who like moves really fast? We got another subscriber there. Deep Wolverine. Is there anybody else a subscriber? Karyakin, man. I don't know why I don't like Karyakin. I can't like him as a player. But if he earns it, you know, he earns it. You know, so congratulations to him. I already jinxed like Aronian and Kramnik really badly. So I'm not going to talk about the candidates tournament anymore. I was watching European individual championship. That was more interesting at this point. Dingleren is surprising. Well, I think he was toast against Grishuk in that early game, right? But other than that, I mean, I haven't watched his games that carefully, but it's pretty damn impressive when you play in like the World Championship Candidates tournament and you don't lose a single game. Even if you did just win one or whatever. I mean, the guy is doing something right. Okay, we're going to get started here as soon as possible. I'm going to do like 20, 21, 22 players. Let me know if anybody is a subscriber, because I'll definitely include you. Falafel Burger. That's a good name for a hungry streamer to accept to his Simul. Lots of new accounts here. I don't know, I'll just start picking you guys at random who have 100 games. Alright, I got a couple friends of the stream here. And now, Cowie doesn't have enough games. Fast Brain doesn't have enough games. PQ, he's cool. Okay, he's in. Tushar Candy is a subscriber. Skims has a pretty new account. Aditya. Now you got plenty of games, Aditya. I like to see that someone who's dedicated and they're real and they've got an account and they're not changing it every day. Alright, what do we got? 18 players. I'll do like 3 more. Troll on a Roll. Troll on a Roll can subscribe if... yeah, you can subscribe, Troll. Yeah, Aditya Panda, you definitely have enough games. I'm pretty tired, so I'm not going to try to do more than like 21, 22 players today. I just, you know, find the people that have less than 100 games are, first of all, like, oftentimes, like, not even staying for the whole game. I like to see someone who's been around a little bit. Alright. Antarctica. Well, if you're from Antarctica with 65 games, I'm definitely going to put you in the Simul. Megios. Man, he also doesn't have any games. Where are all these new accounts coming from? Poppets. Poppets has a lot of games. We played them before. I know they won't drop out of the Simul. I want to make sure it's a quality game. Wubba Dubba Lub Lub here from Hungary. Throw him in. Oh, we missed him. No, we got the wrong guy. Alright, we got 20, and now just like, I'll do 2 more. Romy. He's a subscriber. And no more Chess 960 for Troll on a Roll on Thursday. Oh no. Oh no, last game, guys. Say a moment of silence for my team in the Hungarian Team Championship, not going to the first division. World loser. Okay. 22 players. I'm sorry, I can't take everybody. We're just gonna blast out the moves in the opening. I don't feel like waiting around today. I'm not messing around. I'm out for blood. Now move 11, E4. Move 11 played E4. He always plays E4 actually. That makes sense. Fast Brain is like, no, I didn't choose him. Good luck, everybody. Okay, I'm obligated to take my subscribers. Yeah, well, the team it's consisting of too many old dudes, including myself. I guess not enough youth, and that wasn't why we lost, though. Surprisingly, we lost 2 boards that I didn't think we would lose today. All right, G3. Our second board, Grandmaster Tibor Tolnai lost with white. That was really, really not part of the program. Wubba Dubba Lub Lub. Tibor lost, and one of our best lower boards lost, who never lost a game the whole season. So it was pretty weird. Alright, E4. What are we going to do against Derndach? Try to play something solid against him? I don't know. What does he play? We'll play our normal Okay, guys, thanks for playing. It's 40-40 Simul. Take your time, please. Take your time, please. I said that already, but anyway, I'm getting over this loss for the. It's hard when you play like for a few months and you think your team can make it to the first division and then you just need to win one match and you don't. Oh well. 2Bib 100. 2Bib 100 is not a subscriber, but he threw in 100, and I'd really like to thank you for that. I don't know if 2Bib is even in the Simul. I don't remember now. 2Bib, I don't remember your handle is not 2Bib on lichess. Call Orlova at next stream. She drank beer too. Oh man. Yeah, we need some beer now. All right, I'm kind of gulping down my coffee here. I need a beer. My teammates and everybody went to I guess to celebrate losing, but I came home instead to be with you guys. So let's try to get these moves going. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow to get started here. I try to play different openings if possible, wherever possible. The C4. I don't know why I played G6. You got 5 whites in a row, Mr. Coffee. Yeah, I was thinking you played D4. I mean, you played white against me quite a few times. I need more defenses to E4, I think. I played the Caro-Kann. Let's see. Alekhine's defense. Here's the modern. Well, Gladys Troll is subscribed still on one account. Not bad, man. Gladys Troll's not in the Simul, though. I don't know if he wanted to play, but he didn't make it if he did. Oh, no. I played C4 against Nefedov. I hate his symmetrical English. We got to try to do something a little different against him, not to get into the same rut. I do hate playing the same openings over and over again. Oh, Mr. Derndatch. What are we going to do with him? I got no choice against him. This closed Sicilian thing. Alright, Lord Jesus Christ to play G3. Do I have an echo? 2Bib just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Does it sound like I have an echo today? Why? Why would it be different? That's weird. Oh! Whoa! I just realized something is messed up. Hold on a second. Alright. Something was moved here with my setup. It should sound better now. Sorry about that echo sound. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'm a little bit slow on the uptake. Lots of English openings. There is no echo now, but there probably was. There probably was. It sounds better now, I'm sure. Alright, C5. Just keep firing the moves out here. Poppets is pretty strong. World loser. We got some strong guys here. I have a blitz and rapid stream tomorrow morning, but I'm glad that you mentioned that, Gladys Troll. I didn't even realize my mic was moved to a weird place. That's how confused I am. So guys, just keep in mind, it could last up to 3 hours, the Simul. Soltigo with the early G3. Well, let's play something different. Reversed opening. Mr. Coffee. We'll do. What do we want to do with Mr. Coffee, huh? I don't know. I think I played G6 against him before. Probably played everything now. Move 11 is not cooperating and playing like the Nimzovich. He's trying to get me to transpose to Roy Lopez. I'm really limited against this Durndatch. I only have one system against the Grand Prix attack. I've tried to play e6, but I don't feel really comfortable with it, so I'm not going to do that. Arsenal fan playing d4. He's pretty much alternating between d4 and e4. I've been playing the Budapest Gambit in the weird openings Wednesdays quite a bit and doing okay with it, so we'll throw that out against Arsenal fan there. And now, a gambit for you. No gambits for you. I'm going to try to stay solid against World Loser. I think I must have played the Blumenfeld against him once. I don't remember now. Romy doesn't venture e4. He just plays the more solid and circumspect knight to c6 here, which is fine. Whoa. Koi TV with a 5,000 bit donation. You are awesome, man. I was just talking about his game. Romy on lichess is Koi TV here on. That is awesome. 5,000 bit donation. Thank you so much. Good luck in the game. My first really positive thing that happened to me today. I was really sad about my game. Another draw. You know, I didn't want to talk about it, but I'll open up. You know, it was another draw. 2,300 FIDE Master. Everybody was like, you got to play for a win today. You got to play for a win today. I wanted to play for a win. I played the anti-Marin. A pretty sharp setup with white against the Slav, but I was surprised by my opponent. I only had 100 games to go on. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how... Can somebody explain to me how people can be FIDE Masters and only have 100 games in the database? Like, I just don't get it. I mean, it's craziness. I mean, when I became a FIDE Master, I must have had, like, at least, like, I don't know, you know, 300 published games or something by that point. What are we going to do with Wubba Dubba Lub Lub here with the early knight c3? All right. We'll do what we usually do. Thanks again, Koi TV. What? 10,000? 10,000 cheer. Thank you so much, Koi TV. That is awesome, man. I wish I could put you in the simul like 5 times now. Wow, you are so generous for doing that. Thank you for making this a great day for the stream. That is insane. That's the biggest cheer we've had. 10,000 cheer. And you're even like inciting people to subscribe. No, I thought we had another subscription. No. But anyway, wow, man. That is so generous. Thank you so much, man. Alright. I am pumped now. Bishop b5. What are we going to play against this? Alright. Mainline Ruy Lopez against move 11. Thank you so much. Alright. Alright, we got 10,000 cheer from Koi TV. Against F11, I'm playing a kind of unusual line in the English I don't normally play. Bishop b2. I'm so pumped for the first time today. Alright, knight to g4, Budapest Gambit. It's knight c3 here. And I was even thinking of playing Mr. Coffee playing the Tory attack against me. I've been thinking about like occasionally playing that with white. Tubib put in 10,000. Oh my god. You guys are insane. Tubib with a 10,000 cheer. You guys can't be serious. Tubib, it's a battle. No, I'm just thanking you so much. Koi TV and Tubib, a 15,000 basically. Koi TV, 15,000 bits, and Tubib now with 10,000 bits. Cheer. This is awesome. Oh my god, what a surprise. I am so psyched. It's so positive. F5, S4 playing like Nefedov here. Whoa, I wasn't prepared for that. I don't have a very good line. It's not an auction, so I'm not going to ask her anymore. You guys are just too awesome. Bishop a4. Okay, we'll just do the best we can, make it a good simul. That's all I can do to say thank you. To be as insightful and give as much as I can from my side. D5, it's like a mainline Grunfeld. We'll play Bishop G2 here against Lord Jesus Christ. Actually, I lost a game this position against Jared Bryan once. I think it's good for white, but... All right, guys. So positive. Wow. Tubib, Koi TV. What did you do? Another 10,000. I don't believe it. He's like going crazy. Another 10,000 donation of bits in the stream here. Oh my God. I'm not gonna be able to concentrate if you guys keep it going. Yeah. Tubib put in 10,000. Koi with another 10,000. He's like, let's do a bits war. 25,000. No. I don't believe this. This is crazy. You guys are just making my day here, making my week. This is insane. Thank you so much. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by the bits war. All right, we'll just try to do the best we can without losing our concentration. I'm already like gonna make some illegal move or something. I wanted to play bishop b5 over my pawn on e2 last game. Mr. Ndach now. This knight takes b5, I've been playing a lot against Ndach. There really isn't another good move here, though. I guess you could do it like a6. That's interesting. I didn't really think about that, but makes you kind of wonder, like, what's wrong with a6? Why don't we try something different? Try something different for once. Koi TV, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I can't even concentrate anymore. Now, last time I played this position, I think I played e takes d, which I didn't mean to do. It's literally like I take back. I usually try to do knight takes e4, I think. Yeah. Knight takes e4. That's a good variation for white, though. Move 11 had a game with this open Will Paschall recently, which is interesting. Move 11, I'm sorry that we never really see that on the stream, because it's an opening that... you know, in the 90s and prior, I mean, it was such a popular line, and you don't see it. It's just not trendy anymore for both sides to see open Will Paschall at the highest levels. 10K bits, thank you. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. Tubib and Koi TV. Free Helios gave us 1,000 earlier in the week. Now we got a huge leaderboard for the bits. Okay, this is my game from today so far, a Slav. Now, knight f6 from s4 is interesting because Mr. Nefedov, one of our subscribers, always plays the other variation with pawn takes pawn. And I think I might like s4's variation better. Now I don't remember, and I'm getting freaked out. I'm supposed to play like queen e2. I think I'm supposed to play queen e2, but I haven't faced this variation in forever. Okay. Mr. Koi TV is awesome. Thank you so much. Tubib as well. You guys are crazy. We're not going to be able to concentrate for the whole stream now. Okay, PQLLED. We haven't played in a long time. We did play quite a bit before. But against this delayed b3... Well, he's playing b3, d5, knight f3, rather. I don't know what I like here. I guess bishop g4. I think I had this position against... we had this position against one Grandmaster with the white pieces once. Oh, man, Nefedov is just going to transpose me. Once we played Nefedov with white, I think, in that, before it went well. Now, Clash Kid... We're going to end up in the same line as Nefedov, or I could just play like a King's Indian attack, but I don't like that really. This kind of King's Indian attack, I don't like this position. Yeah, as Saul, S4 Nefedov plays it, but with the other line, the other main line. All right, Bishop E2 from Supreme 5. This is well, kind of a mainline classical Pirts, which I play myself. Poppets with Bishop D3. And so I'm experimenting here against Ndach. It would be interesting to play b5. Kind of like, why not? Trying something totally new. And the Panov Botanik, I've been letting the clock run as we deal with these crazy bit wars. So Santa Claus, what was my move? Did I do something weird with the move order here? No. Well, I mean, I guess normally after g6, most people take on d5, and I didn't. But anyway, I think it's a perfectly reasonable line for black anyways. Maybe h3. Grudenfeld here. Grudenfeld. Arsenal fan. Well, it's kind of like a main line there in that Budapest Gambit. All right, Soltigo, we've got a reversed Benoni. Yeah, I guess I should play d4. I don't really have a better suggestion there. This is a game we had recently on the Weird Wednesday stream, Unusual Openings. Played this variation. Who was it? Who was it I played this with the other day? Do you guys remember who I played? Queen b6? Is that a good move? It looks kind of dangerous for black. I think I'm just going to develop my pieces. Only stupid names left. It's the wonderful world of the symmetrical English. Am I trolling you with bishop e2? Am I trolling you? It's like the only move. All right, rook e1. No, Nefedov, you got to play that. I mean, I don't have a choice, really. Against Romy, all right, we got to play a good game here. Bishop e4 check. We can answer this with knight c3 or bishop d2. I guess bishop d2, not letting him double my pawns, is a bit more circumspect. Okay, Poppets, we'll play our old standard. Now rook b8. This is something new. Now the a6 Slav. Oh no, I hate this. All right. There was some recent games with some top grandmasters with like queen c2. Wasn't that it? I don't know. Is it good in this position? We're gonna end up playing this position with both colors, I think. Jacob Surratt with c5 now. I'm supposed to play rook b1. Like last time I played, I did bishop e2 by mistake in a game. Like I forgot how to play this line or something. This particular position I think I had with black the other day. I'm going to try to play it with white. I usually try to avoid these Tarash positions for black usually, but well, with white I mean. All right, bishop b2. I'm trying to remember the name of the grandmaster I lost to in this position with white against PQLLED. Man, I can never remember. Burmakin, that was it. Vladimir Burmakin. I lost with white. Let's see. So we take on f3, we double his pawns and go from there. Now d3. I assume e6. Gain some time here. Very strange. Okay, classical Pierce, kind of a main line. And now he took on c4. You know, nobody usually has the guts to do this. And so here we have a position that could transpose to Dubov versus someone from the Russian superfinal. I think... Is it this line? Is it this line? So a3 very early from super names. But this is a good move. This is Sarawan style. The early a3. Yeah, who did I play against recently where they did this and I was black? I guess I played d6. Who was I playing against? I can't remember. Anyway, guys, thanks again. Koi TV with 25,000 in bits donations. Tubi 10,000 plus today. You guys are awesome. We'll just do the best I can to make it seem worth it. Yeah, I was thinking, where did I see this recently? A3. Bogdan Dan. It was my team championship game against Bogdan Dan. It was like 3 weeks ago or a month ago. That's who played a3 against me. I played a5 against Bogdan Dan, and I don't really like playing a5, but I don't know the other variations too well. Funny because I played a line with white, and I always kind of liked playing it for white, but with black, I don't feel as comfortable. Let's see if I can remember what Bogdan Dan recommended. Well, I mean, I guess a5 is okay. We'll do it. All right. Bishop b5 here is main line. We can transfer to some kind of Sicilian as well. Bit donation. Donations here directly through Twitch to support the stream. c3, castles. This is classical Roy Lopez. Actually, I can't call it the classical because the classical is bishop c5. We got to call it something though. It is classical, but it's not the classical variation. Okay, world loser with knight c3. At least I know what I'm doing. And then a very strange move from Santa Claus. I think a kind of strange move. Knight to d7. Wow. It doesn't put pressure on the center. It's like he's getting ready for c takes d. Kind of like, well, what do I do now? Queen b3 would seem logical. The problem is if I do queen b3, he just takes and plays knight b6 anyway. And then what do I have? Like bishop takes s7, it doesn't do anything. So queen b3 looks sort of silly, actually. Maybe queen d2. All right, we got to do something. We'll try queen d2. This is a good line against the Petrov from I Take Back here. Okay, it's like a main variation. It's nothing new, but... Now I have to take on f6. I had a game a long time ago in this line. Bishop on b3. Am I supposed to take that? Doesn't seem right to take that bishop on b3. Seems like I need to complete my development in the center. Alright, so we will do that. Knight e7, trying to complete development. Here, knight d7, another knight d7, popular move at the moment. The other possible move is e6, to play knight f6, I guess. Don't know which one is better. I guess they're both okay. We prefer to donate through PayPal. But thank you so much, no matter how you guys donate. I really, really appreciate it. We're going to do our best to make the streams, you know, as instructional, as useful as I can to everybody. World Loser just subscribed, man. Thank you, World Loser. World Loser is actually, for those of you who don't know, someone who was a moderator here for a long time. So, not a long time, but for some time, and he's been pretty devoted to the stream over time. So I really appreciate him subscribing. Ostentatious. I was on call with Koi TV. Sorry if I missed any chats. All right. We got classical variation of the Pierts here. I actually faced this move, and I thought it's kind of cool. So I'm going to try that against actually one of your Serbian. You guys, we got a couple Serbian, or we got what, 2 Serbians here, at least, maybe more. A lot of Serbians in the team championship round. The Szeged team had several Serbian players on their team, by the way, guys. I almost played Tibor Jasensky, he's like, I mean, I guess he's like a Hungarian from Serbia, but he was on the 5th board. I had to prepare for him too. Could have played with one of your Serbian brothers. Castles d4 main line of the English there. I gotta move it along a little bit, but anyways. Okay, Poppets. So this is a cool variation. This is a gambit line, kind of Spassky Geller gambit, which Daniel Dubov brought back from the Russian superfinal. I think a really, really nice game he had against somebody. I think it was Volkov. If I'm not mistaken, it was Dubov against Volkov from the Russian superfinal. Can't remember now exactly how the game went, which is kind of a problem. I mean, we want to play b3 in some moment. Yeah, the Geller Gambit, you know, against the Slav is the sharpest way White can play. Alright, guys, bishop g5. Very solid response possible here, bishop e7. Bishop b4 is more combative. And now this variation, which I faced against a low-rated player long ago, and it's been a while since I, ever really thought about this. I guess d4 is the main line, man. This is a completely different variation than Nefedov plays. Castles is slow. I'm supposed to play d4. Doesn't seem right, but yeah, d4. Okay, a6 from Santa Claus now. Kind of a weird move. If I play c5, the thing is I'm walking right into it's a knight e4. I just realized. I don't know. What am I thinking here? Allowing knight e4. Maybe I should take on d5, knight b6, then play bishop h6. I don't know if that's the best move. I'm kind of changing plans in midstream. Knight e5, I think this is the main line. Knight d7. Kramnik played this with black. And against move 11. Main line of Roy Lopez. I don't know what to do. Like bishop b7, I always prefer. I don't know the theory too much. Let's throw something out there. Probably move 11 is never faced. Very old variation. No Nefedov. Against the Marazzi, there's a game I won, Jacob, in this variation. A really nice game I won years ago against Robert Rowley. It was published in the Boston Globe. But it's actually a pretty solid variation. Sergei Kudrin also plays b6. It's a good line for black. Quite solid. Now, okay, we get our pawn back. Which way? With this knight? Okay, so this is theory. Right. I haven't looked at this in a long time. h3, that's what I played Supreme 5 against Shredoyevich. Shredoyevich, it doesn't seem that good for white though. h3 is just kind of like, I sat there for 15 minutes and thought about it, and h3 was the best I could come up with too. But, so now e5? What did Shredoyevich play? Has to be e5. This move I didn't expect, b5. Now, I guess I can play bishop to d3 here. It seems like it almost wastes a move. How about bishop h6? Bishop h6, b4, knight a4, knight takes d5. That's okay. I guess I can allow that. Anyway, guys, thank you for the awesome donations. It's kind of funny and fun to get these huge donations. Castles, mainline Marazzi. We got Derndatch into a totally different type of position than I'm used to playing in this Grand Prix attack. Not necessarily good for black, but I just wanted to try something a little different than we've had in the past. Now I can play d5, he plays e5, and that closes the position. The problem is d5, e5, queen b6 maybe. It seems like closing the position might make my pawn on d4 kind of weak. It's more natural to play, say, d6 for black here. But I've got to watch out for pawn breaks, like f5 namely. Okay, I think it's not clearly good for white to go and sack a pawn there. Now, Soltiga with the crazy move, f4, playing the, what is this, it's like the Clarendon court when you go c5 and f5 with black in the Dutch or the Franco Benoni or whatever. Soltiga says, how can I spend bits on Amazon? I don't know, but it's a good problem to have. I won't spend it all at once. Koi TV just subscribed with a tier 1 sub. Koi TV never understood this weird notification. Alright, f4. Now it's funny, like knight c6 would be a Jinji Indian by transposition with colors reversed. I don't really want to get into that, you know. I don't want to go there. Be playing the Jinji Indian, and he's having like an extra tempo. Geller Gambit, Spassky Geller Gambit, because Spassky is the one who played Queen c2. Queen c2. There's a game in this position, by the way. A really good book I recommend is Dynamic Chess Strategy by the Romanian Grandmaster Mihai Suba. And he gives a game he had in this exact line with d5 on move 2 against Stefanov. Parik Stefanov. But the one thing that was interesting about the game was that Suba didn't like automatically play knight c3, which I thought was kind of cool in his game. You could try to do the same thing, delay it. Okay, now d6, a solid move. The trendy move is like bishop d6 there for black. It looks strange, but the idea is to meet knight a3 with knight a5, stopping or discouraging knight c4 and preparing like c6, bishop d6, bishop c7. I had a game with a German player in that line. Nakamura has played this stuff with white a little bit. d6 defends the pawn. He can also do a fianchetto. Now, okay, e6. I don't recall the game, the Dubov game, exactly how it went. I mean, I want to play b3, but I don't want him to have b4 in a favorable scenario. Like b4, knight a4, c3, breaking like, or I mean, fixing that passed pawn on c3. That's the real issue. I don't want that to happen. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I've played moves like bishop g5 before. I've never really been sure about it. You can play rook d1. Just not sure what rook d1 objectively really does. There's also bishop g5. Bishop g5, bishop e7, I would assume. And not a position I really usually try to play in simuls. It's very complicated, and probably like not the kind of position for a simul giver to try to play this sharp gambit line with lots of complications. Probably I should try for something simpler, but I don't like to do that. I like to play all different kind of stuff. Yeah, the reverse Jinji Indian, that's what Soltiko's aiming for there. I don't really want to give him that. I could play a4, b4. You know, I can play a4, but he doesn't have to play b4. So a4, I don't know, it has limited functionality here. What do you do? b3, b4. And that seems like a problem. I'm sorry, but I think that's a problem. Isn't that always a problem? Bishop g5. Don't know what to do. I better make a move before it's too late. What are we going to do here? Unprovoked exchange on c6. Just keep it simple. Now, Mr. Coffee played bishop d3. I've got queen b6 ideas. Takes on d4, followed by queen b6. But if I play queen b6, I start to get kind of behind in development, you know, so I'm going to go with something more fundamental. Yeah, now this is theory, I guess. I hope. It's been so long. Did I do something wrong already? No, I think this is right. Doesn't feel right to me. Something feels wrong about this. I don't remember this position happening. Doesn't look right. Did I do something wrong already? e6. Bishop takes c6 and e6. I don't know. This doesn't look right against s4. I think I misremembered something there. Now bishop e3 and supreme 5, but I didn't play this with white because I was concerned about my e4 pawn becoming a target. Maybe it's not so bad for him. Now Nefedov, the one other time you played this against me, you got a really bad position somehow. Queen b3, this is all standard oil. I still can't see my own Twitch stream. I'm gonna get it fixed, but Nephi was gonna help me figure it out. D4, just as long as it's working. Now D4, he's got a possibility of establishing a very strong center here. So I ought to be wary of that. I guess we should play knight f6. Deep Wolverine, I decided to bail and just exchange off my bishop pair. It's a little bit lame to take on c6, I guess. But I keep it simple. Kind of play for structure. And then Queen f3 from Wubba Dubba Lub Lub, who's from Hungary as well. But Queen f3, this is a rarely seen move. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I just have to take on c3. Seems wrong for black to do that. Knight c6 is just losing a pawn. Knight c6, knight takes e4, knight d4. Move the queen. That's a weird position. Then take on e4. Well, that's a really weird idea. Knight c6, knight takes e4, knight d4. Never seen this position in my life. Man, what's going on with that? Another thing that's probably like a little too complicated for the scenario. Now only stupid names left played e3. Bogdan Dan played, I think, knight f3 against me here. I would suspect that this will likely transpose to a normal. Once you play a5, all Gingy Indian ideas are out. But normal Botvinnik system, so-called Botvinnik. All your Twitch friends are watching me. What's up? Your subscription runs out today. Okay. Queen, what am I saying? No, King G7. And I don't like these kind of I don't like playing the Tarash with white. Here I am playing the white side of Tarash type of position. I normally don't do this, but here I am. Okay, isolated pawn and all. This position seemed weird to me. There seemed like there was something wrong with the way I did this against s4. Like I made the wrong move order or something. Now, is the e4 pawn, you know, a problem? That's my thought. That's my thought when I'm playing white in that position. Move 11. I'm playing a very ancient variation of the Royal Lepez with bishop e6 to try to throw poor move 11 off his normal game. So I feel like I failed here. Something was wrong with my move order, I'm pretty sure. Against s4, queen e1, standard move. And I like white, I guess. It's a position though. a5, bishop d2. I don't like that bishop coming through on a5. So what am I supposed to do? It just looks like white is better here. Okay, it's not the end of the world if he plays bishop a5 though. He also has queen f2 ideas. I need some counterplay. Don't have a whole lot of it. Castling, I guess. Okay, so we took a long time with Clash Kid to get to a mainline position. Arsenal fan also is standard. This is non-standard, knight b6. Creative play by Santa Claus, you know. Creative play, sir. And Mr. Coffee, it's like a London system, but it's bishop's on g5. It's called the Tory attack. I'm sure that now after c3, maybe I can play queen b6 finally, and like hope that it's not too early. This move is weird. Queen takes, I think. Wubba Dubba Lub Lub should probably take like with a pawn, one of the pawns on c3. I mean, it's not a terrible move, but I'm not sure it really makes sense, you know, to do queen f3 and take with the queen on c3. Okay, it's not that bad. But I don't think that's the normal idea. You either take with the d pawn or you take with the b pawn. They're slightly different concepts. Still, it's a position. White is probably not worse. Objectively here. Can I get my bishop outside the pawn chain? It doesn't have a good place to go. Now this move is a new one. I've never faced h3 before. And bishop f5 doesn't seem to work. We go to h5. Then there's like g4, bishop g6. Takes g5. It's very strange. There's also like a weird move here, knight a5, but I don't think that's good. It's funny, over all the years that I've played the black side of the Caro-Kann, I never encountered this move before. Bishop h5, bishop g6. Bishop takes, pawn takes, g5. It seems so materialistic. Yeah, they can't really be good. Okay, Koi TV, Romy took on d4. Now, it reminds me of Sicilian, like, reversed. That's basically what it is. So here I can take on d4. That's kind of a cool way to play. We got to give him his money's worth here. He's made a massive donation with bits here on the stream. I want to thank you a million times. But what's the best move? Knight takes d4 seems like a balanced move. Knight takes d4, you know, I'm just like getting the pawn back. I'm not decentralizing. I could take on b4 though, and then just play something simple. Knight takes d4, return to d4. There's some weird variations there. Like bishop takes b4, knight takes b4, knight takes d4, queen f6. Threatening queen takes d4, knight c2 check, which I don't want that to happen, you know. So it's kind of like bishop takes b4, knight takes b4, knight takes d4, queen f6. I just play e3, but then he has another trick, c5, and now he's hitting my knight and going to hit the b2 pawn. That's why, I mean, it's dangerous for me to bring his knight to b4 in a sense. I can take on b4 and then play a3. Driving him back to a sensible position, and then take on d4. But, you know, how much advantage do I have there objectively? Not that much. You know, that's what's kind of strange about this position. Not that I deserve an advantage necessarily, but I certainly would hope like I have some tiny advantage, you know, having the first move. Anyway, knight takes d4 looks playable. All right. Now, bishop e7, the most solid move from Aditya Pandey. Positivity is most important in chat. And I want to talk about something else, guys. I was having a kind of, I don't know, internal conversation with myself the other day, and I was thinking, like, you know, I get kind of negative, and I think it holds me back. You know, if we could just be more positive all the time. I mean, I always try to keep, like, really negative thoughts out of my head. But I was just thinking the other day, you know, actually, my father, when I was a kid, used to preach this to me about being positive. But, you know, if we could just try to tune out all negative thoughts, which is something I never really actively did. You know, I was just kind of accepted that some negativity is normal. But maybe we don't have to. Maybe we can be, you know, more positive, and that would affect my results. E5 here, I can play and head for a knight to g5, knight to e4, d6 kind of idea. e5, knight e5, bishop takes e7, queen takes e7, knight e4. It's one way to play. I don't know if it's the right way to play. It's a way to play. There are a lot of ways to play. Rook d1. The b3 thing keeps haunting me. Like, what did Dubov do in his game? How did he get b3 in against Volkov? I don't remember, you know? It's very strange. I saw this game only like 2 months ago, and I cannot remember how it went. Both players can be positive. Dude, I haven't seen my game from today. I was convinced I was worse, and so I accepted this draw, you know, in a position where all my team members were like disappointed, because it looks visually like I'm better because I had more space. but I have this problem where the guy has two bishops on the long diagonals, and they have a lot of long-term pressure. So I wasn't sure that I wasn't worse, and so I took the draw. But I regretted it in a way, you know. The thing is, I'll feel better if I can see like the computer agrees that I was worse. I haven't checked it yet with the engine. I'll feel better to know that my evaluation was correct. Anyway, Queen C2, interesting move from World Loser. Not committing his central pawns here. Now D5 would look like a Queen's Indian. This is a Queen's Indian technically. I can also play C5. That's like a classical Nimzo though. I don't want to do that here. H6. This Queen C2 is a good waiting move by World Loser. It's a good waiting move, man. If I play C5, I'm going to get kind of a weird situation. He takes on C5, I have to take back with the pawn. I don't think I like that much. I could play H6 maybe. Well, what's the idea after H6, bishop H4? I may have to play D5. You know, that may be the only like really safe way to play this position for black. Just go into a Queen's Indian, a D5 based Queen's Indian type of position. Knight there. The queen there is much more testing than say E3. And I don't see what H6 really does. I can try to do H6, bishop H4, knight H5, trading pieces. Wait a minute. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Are we supposed to do that? We can throw in H6 though. It's still not a bad move. World Loser. That's a positive name. Whereas his World Loser is here. He's playing us. D3 and you know, still the knight C6 is like Gingy Indian, bishop takes C6 type of ideas for white, maybe. So this is more like a straight up Dutch. A reverse Dutch, otherwise known as the bird's opening. I think I misplayed this or something against S4. I mean, I don't recall ever seeing this happen in this line. I don't know about his rook capture. I don't know what the best move is, but Queen D1, Queen D3, Queen D2, all the legal moves that don't lose a queen look logical here. He's got very good control of the white squares. Queen D3 stops bishop A6 temporarily. It also lets him play like A5 with the threat of bishop A6. He's guaranteed to have some kind of play no matter what I do. Queen D2, bishop A6 immediately. Then I have rook E1, but his mobility is much better. I don't recall ever seeing anything like this. I did something wrong, I guess. My move order must have been bad. Just got to make a move. Okay, we took forever on this position against Clash Kid. I'm going to play Queen H4. You guys are awesome, all of you. No matter how many you donated. Knight FD5, now I've got knight E4 transferring through C5, maybe. And if I can get that in, maybe I'm okay. Knight E4, knight F6. You know, we want to get the knight to C5. It'll be a team player. Bishop G5, here we go. Now knight E4 with a subtle threat. Then my bishop takes G5, his bishop takes G5, we take on G5, we get drawn a field. I don't know if I want to get drawn a field here. Knight takes, even that's probably not bad. Interesting. Okay, we only got so much time, like 40 minutes each. This is main line, Kramnik, Petrov. World Loser traded on F6. Okay, I think it's, you know, it's kind of like something I would do. Somewhat lame, but safe. E6 getting developed. Standard Botvinnik system. Botvinnik. Sorry about my pronunciation, guys. And now, Supreme is just obviously, you know, threatening stuff based on the c6 pawn, but life is not that easy. So move 11, you finally did what I did when I faced this variation. And I have a very old book by, I don't remember which, like, old Russian grandmaster in my bathroom at the moment. And I was perusing that while taking a bath the other day. Very exciting stuff. Anyway, a really old Roy Lopez book, and it says this position in there, and it says that A takes B is probably more dynamic. It's in German. It's one of these, like, from the GDR in the 80s. Fischer played A takes B as well. Queen takes B3 is a move too. And now I don't remember. I had a game where somebody played ED against me. I don't know if I like that much. What else is possible here? Queen D7, I think. This strikes me as slightly passive for black. Like, I'm just realizing this now. Takes D5. Let's go with that. The Sportverlag, exactly, Tubi. You know what I'm talking about. Sportverlag was GDR chess publishing. Really nice series of books. I mean, it's pretty out of date now, obviously, you know, 30 some years later, but still a lot of the material is valid. So I like to go through that old stuff. Once in a while, you'll dig up something that's been kind of forgotten in these old books. It's like a hidden gem, some variation that's forgotten by modern, you know, modern players. Castles now. Why don't I remember this position? What is he supposed to do instead of castles? Oh, I know. Maybe knight c3? I don't know. I thought I had this position against Tibor Fogarashi. You know what? I must have taken with the bishop. Am I supposed to take with the bishop on d7? I think I'm supposed to take with the bishop on d7. Whoops. Well, just say I did. I'm supposed to take with the bishop on d7. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Now rook g1, really aggressive move. Tubib is awesome. And he knows about good chess books. Thank you guys, everybody. Tubib is Popitz. That's right. I knew that and I forgot. But Popitz, you know, you were a pretty strong player. Knight d7, actually we got two Austrians. You guys should come to Budapest for the spring festival here. I was looking at actually Clash Kid talked about the under 2200 section the other day. Why don't I do something like knight c5, just simplicity itself. There. I feel safer and better now. Okay, Nefyadov, you're playing like me. Do you know how many times I've played this position for black, dude? Nefyadov, man, I've probably played this position like 1,000 times. Well, if you count blitz games. Only 1,000 times with black. Most recently in June against an Australian guy, Junta, who almost won the tournament. Junta Akida. Well, he won the tournament. Actually, he made a GM norm. Almost won the tournament. I almost won the game, but he won the tournament. All right, rook e8. Arsenal fan. I think we had this game earlier this week against somebody. Popitz, otherwise known as 2Beep. Koi TV, what? 72 viewers and rising. When did I get so famous? I think you helped me for today and this week. You want to play in the A grade of Budapest Spring Festival Tushar. There's so many Indian players registered for this tournament because the organizer, Naj Laszlo, has really good contacts with a lot of Indian players. There are, I was thinking, man, there's an awful lot of 2,200 and 2,300 players in the open section from India. It's amazing, like 20% of the field or something insane, you know, like a huge chunk of the players are from India. It's upcoming next month in about 3.5 weeks. 3 weeks we're going to be playing here. But anyway, there's like 3 sections. But I was just, it's like 15 to 20% of the players in the open group are from India. That's crazy. I usually get about 50, 60 players. That's, I think, I don't know. I think it varies. The evening streams are usually a little bit better. E5 now from Supreme 5. This move, I'm like kind of in a state of shock. What? I think Supreme 5 must have overlooked something. If he didn't, I'm in trouble because I don't get it. Okay. Normally when something like this happens, you gotta ask yourself, okay, be careful, you know, don't take candy from strangers. You gotta say, like, there's gotta be something wrong here if this is good, but I think he just hallucinated or something. I mean, at this point, I don't see it, you know, I'm just taking that pawn. But always double check, you know, don't go grabbing the pawn like it's like, oh, look, you know, a strong player just gave me a free pawn. When a 1900 player sacks a pawn like that, I'm like, okay, there's something here that I'm not seeing. But I think in this case, it's not actually poisoned or something. Poison pawn candy. Okay, what blah blah blah. Looks like a French defense now, with his queen on c3. It's an advanced French. A set of pieces are traded and his queen's on c3. What can I do after c5? c5, pawn takes pawn, and then some sort of sensible move. The thing is, he's just like rolling with like b4. If I try to do that, it's really irritating. c5, pawn takes pawn. Queen c7, maybe. I think it should work. I mean, it's very fun. It's a very fundamental move. We got a pass pawn against Santa Claus. That's got to be a good thing. Soltigo played e4 now. And what would Igor Novikov do? e4, pawn takes pawn. Do we take, or we just satisfy ourselves with this like strong pawn on d4? I don't know. Taking and opening lines, or do we go? I got to move a little faster. Tushar said, "With help from me, you can beat 2200 2300s over the board." Well, it's not that easy. I can't always do that myself, but I can try to help people to reach that level. I wish it was easy, or I would have won today. Yeah, but yeah, you could definitely beat them sometimes if you improve a little bit. The guy today, I didn't really adhere to my game plan. I wanted to keep the pieces on and play a long game. But he started getting all aggro with me, and I started to get scared about my position. I thought he was going to play solid. How are we on the fourth move here, Tushar? Let's speed it up. 92. You know, I keep thinking that I made a mistake with queen takes d7, but I'm not that sure about this, actually. I had one game with Tibor Fogarasi, Hungarian Grandmaster, in that exact line. One of my only Petrovs of all time. Knight takes f3 develops a piece for him. Trades off a valuable bishop, though. Well, I've only played the Petrov like a handful of times in actual tournament practice, although I played it a lot in Blitz. I don't have that much experience, but ironically, one of my games was in that variation against Fogarasi. I think it was a draw. He didn't expect me to play the Petrov. When I play e5, people are usually like stunned, because I almost always play the Sicilian. Occasionally Caro-Kann or modern, but very rarely e5. Alright, I gotta think about the time here. This is an interesting move by Deep Wolverine. You know, it looks like he's violating opening principles, but moving that knight out to be able to play f5 might actually be like a pretty decent idea. I'm not sure what I want to do here. A falafel burger sounds like not a burger. I had this friend once who ordered a veggie burger with bacon, and the waitress was kind of like, what? Like, she thought he was really trying to like mess with her mind or something. You know, go to a restaurant and order a veggie burger with bacon and see if people don't look at you weird. Yeah, anyway, this is not exactly a normal line there. This queen h5 idea, the idea of queen h5. Okay, so Derndatch is like sacking a pawn here with a standard f5. I mean, I think I have to take it because it's like violating my airspace really, really harshly. Move 11 playing like me all those years ago, following some ancient Russian Grandmaster game. G6 from Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, that pawn has to be protected. Okay, Romy, queen e7. It's a developing move. I think I would go with knight f6 or queen f6. Knight f6 probably the main move there, but queen e7 looks like a kind of typical type of move here. Knight c3, that's insane. Knight takes d4, knight d5. Bishop takes d2, check. Queen takes. He puts his queen somewhere defending his knight, and then yeah, he would actually have queen e4 there. That's crazy. I don't have time to calculate that kind of complication. Man, I don't know what I should do. He's keeping the tension here with queen e7. But I have knight f5. What am I supposed to do? Taking on c6 is lame. So taking on c6 is lame. I could play knight b5 threatening, but he just goes, like, gets more development with d6. And then I play like knight c3, threatening knight d5. It feels like I'm violating some principles here somehow with knight b5. But I have to do something, and I don't like knight takes c6. I could play knight c2, that's passive. On the other side of the spectrum, the passive knight c2. I don't know. E3's out. Knight f5 looks weird. Knight b5. All right. I don't want to get smothered mated. And we're not going to... What are we going to do here? We were a loser. He's letting me take on f3, but I would lose the white squares forever if I do that. It's not a bad idea to let me take on f3. He can do this. I need to be a little bit thoughtful here. What am I doing? He's going to play like bishop e4. I take on e4. What about knight c6 here? Threatening knight. What if I take on f3 and then play knight c6? Like sack and exchange or something. It's crazy, but possible. I'd rather just get my pieces developed. If I take an f3 and take on e5, it's complicated. And I have to go into a defensive shell. I don't know. Can I still join? No, it's too late. No late joining here, unfortunately. That's a feature I'd like them to work in on lichess, to be honest. The late joining simuls has not happened yet. Hopefully someday it will happen. I know Thibault wasn't too thrilled about my suggestion of that the last time. I don't remember, he had some argument against it, but I still really think I don't see a reason why we couldn't have late joining in simuls. Queen h4, h3, knight d4 from Arsenal fan is probably not a bad move. Probably not a bad move. Queen h4, h3, and then it's just like, what is my queen doing out there? You know, nothing. How do you counter players who play like you? Not easy to do. That I think is a problem. Okay, Arsenal fan came up with an interesting move there, the knight d4. That might well be a good line. Lord Jesus Christ now. He's still remaining with that queen on d4 or d5. d4, pawn takes pawn. I can't see how to sack a pawn here. If we play knight c3, that was the plan all along, I guess. Whatever. I'm running out of time. Thanks again, you guys, for the donations. It's awesome. It's fun today. I had a bad day, and I'm really, really happy that we could turn it around. Okay, bishop g6. The problem is like losing time. Though he's wasted a move on h3 off of some main variations here. The h3 isn't really that useful. Now Supreme 5, it feels like we're just up a pawn for nothing, basically. Not really a lot of counterplay. But I do have to kind of defend my king side. Go with the queen trade would be good. Here I was thinking queen c7 or knight d7, double attacks in all lines. It could be complicated. What would double up could try to hold that pawn forever, basically. So it's kind of not an unusual Caro-Kann motif. Very strange position here against Stoltigo. He likes to keep it complicated. One thing I've noticed about Stoltigo rather recently is that I think he intentionally never castles until the other guy castles first or something. It's starting to look like that. This is a favorite move of Stockfish. Like, Stockfish really likes putting its queens on like c4, c5, f5, and f4. But here the queen looks like a target to me. Now, move 11, play knight e2. The old Russian book in my bathroom, it's actually German, but it was translated from Russian. Knight c3 is the move, apparently. Knight c3, f5. Anyway, it's gone now. Knight c3, f5, pawn takes f5, f6, bishop takes, and there was a pawn sack. There was like a very old suiting game or something like that. Knight takes e4, pawn takes e4, rook takes e4, and white had, like, you know, a fairly good position. Black sacked the pawn, but it wasn't like enough compensation or something. Now knight d2, it looks similar. I guess what's the difference? I mean, I can play like bishop b4 or something. We could try to play bishop b4. Trade pieces. Is that a good thing for black? I mean, I can just play knight takes d2. It's a little simpler. Knight takes d2, bishop takes d2. It's like a open Relapez. It doesn't look bad though. f5 would transpose to variation A. The bishop b4 trading pieces. I don't know. Doesn't feel right to me. Against Supreme 5, I think I had a hallucination. I could trade pieces here too. Queen f5. Not really sure what I'm doing exactly. It would probably be best to make a more fundamental type of move. Queen e5 maybe. We're gonna sack our queen or something? We'll see. Okay, so Romy defended the c7 pawn. Looks obligatory. I guess I can take on b4 and then play queen a4 here. But it's not an earth-shaking danger. He can go back. Now that would walk right into knight d3 check. I might even lose, actually. I'm trying to find a way to lose. All right. Knight c3, knight f6, obviously. Okay, two Charkande, bishop e7. Okay, here we are. We just started the simul. If you'd have found the main line. Another one of my games. Okay. Where do we put the rooks again? b1 and c1. I guess I'm supposed to play b3 first. The tactical move order. Mr. Coffee took a long time. It's a safe move, queen b3. I don't know what else he can really do there. Sacking a pawn doesn't really seem right. I had this weird feeling this might be a Capablanca game that I long ago looked at. It doesn't seem quite the same position though. Okay, now bishop e3, I guess I was also looking at what? Bishop here. Bishop e3 is a good move. That seems logical. We can go knight d7, then he goes bishop b5. I'm going to have to force him to into something weird here. b6, sacking a pawn. It doesn't look so convincing to me, actually. Maybe I should play bishop d7. How am I going to get my pawn back, man? Give me my pawn back. I want my pawn back, I said. Knight c6 is an interesting move. And then he goes f4, then d4. We trade everything, take on c5. There's a check. I have to play some awkward move. I don't know. Okay, the queen on c5. Possible target. But do we want to attack it for the sake of attacking it, or do we want to leave it there and try to turn it into a future target? Queen c7 from Aditya Pandey. Well, we've got takes and we've got a knight on d6, which is a good start. I think taking has got to be right. I'm trying to get reorganized here against Soltigo. I don't know, maybe knight a3, knight c2 is better for him, but hard to say. What are we doing? Okay, knight d7, we're in mainline territory here. No, I have to avoid this exchange. Bishop f2. Mr. Joe Fangles. And now what? b3, it's time? The time has come for b3. Okay, I don't mind trading queens when I'm up material. That's good. The Botvinnik variation, or Botvinnik system, which I don't play. Perfect. And then, okay, Poppets, I'm used to being castled here. He like gave me this H file, but realistically, I don't think that the H file is that great for black. I may just end up castling anyway. I have played this position before with castles. I'm giving up on the H file there. Santa Claus, meanwhile, okay, queen c7. Looks like a sensible move. b4, also a sensible move. He has knight f4 though. I'm a little bit concerned about that. That knight f4 is pretty nasty actually. What are we gonna do with that? Ooh, knight f4 is mean. I mean, knight f4 is going to hit me like a ton of bricks here. That is a small problem. Rook fc1. Rook ac1 is more natural. The problem is queen d4 check. f6. Then I have knight g5, but it's all tactics. And I'm running out of time. Maybe I'm panicking too much as usual. Let's just play this. Although I won't get a second chance to save my bishop from capture here. Okay, I don't know, man. Santa Claus, you're unstoppable. Okay, this is just a comfortable position now. Really awkward for white. Just down a pawn. Play the ultra-conservative a6 there. We have good compensation for our pawn here. 15 subs, 3 regulars, 2 new players. That's a fair balance. I mean, I would like to adhere to that. I played bishop e6 and I let him play knight d5 now. Alright, e5 for more loser was already in. He just played queen e2. His queen was already on c2, now it's moving to e2. That seems like a tempo loss. I have bishop takes f3, losing the white squares again. I should just take on e5. At this point, now he took away my d4, trick. My d4 trick. All right. We just hope we always have some comp for this pawn. What can I do? Against Jacob, you know, we've got the central pawn like we're supposed to get in the Grunfeld. He has a kind of passive position. I need a drink of water. Okay, obviously we have hiccups. What's up? I'm too focused on the chat. I'm too focused. Actually, well, the games aren't really balanced. Koi TV is only move 7. A few of the players are only like on move 7. Some players are like way ahead, much further advanced in the game. So it all depends on the situation. I mean, some of the openings are more complex than others. What am I doing here? But your position, Koi TV, is a pretty stable one. I don't really like anticipate that turning into like massive complications. Knight d5 I was thinking here. Very forcing. It looks strong. Let's do it. Now rook e2 from move 11. If I play f5, it's just locked in there forever. Basically, I don't know if what I did here was a good idea or not. You know, maybe I should have played f5 to begin with. Isn't that the point? I should have played f5 to begin with. Never too late. Never say never. Okay, now we got good compensation. His king is on e7. What can I do though? Nothing special. If I play h6, he just goes to f4. I guess c takes d4, and then bishop d6. That's how Capablanca would have done it. I don't know though. All right, Mr. Arsenal fan with a3. a3 looks like a slow move, but you know, how bad is it? It's not bad. I guess I need to make lift for my bishop now. Normally a5 would be played in such lines. Rook e8, this is Nefedov-like. There's a line where you're supposed to play somehow bishop e6 and like rook c8, but I'm not sure how it works exactly. So, this sidesteps bishop h6 though. I don't think that's the big problem necessarily. Let's try this. Right, now g6. This is... I don't remember the theory, unfortunately. I can play f5. Wait, was this my game with Fogarashi? Something like this? f5? But if f5... there's also g6, of course. Okay, g6 looks simpler. Less weakening. This is just a really clear pawn up for black. Now, we're loser... I think we're okay. We're out of the proverbial woods here against him. g2, I'm not interested in that pawn. I'm just interested in making sure my position is solid and safe. Maybe bishop c3. Yeah, bishop b4. Black's still not developing here. f5, he just ignored it now. My knight is going to get trapped or something on e4. Help. We got to play like Frank Marshall. Totally in the world of Frank Marshall. All right. Knight on bd7. Tushar is still in the opening, just like Koi. Okay, you guys are taking your time, you know. I mean, that does make a difference. People often don't take their time. Queen c2. Queen c2 is good. Bishop d3 is also okay. No, rook c1 is... He's played c6 here. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Alright. We're getting castled, or what? We're going to wait. Maybe we wait. We play a waiting move. Castles is committal. Soltigo is big on this theme of not castling. Oh, Koi TV put in another 5,000. I don't believe it, man. You're making my head explode. I gotta play faster. Alright. Koi TV, another 5,000 for the stream. Thank you so much. I am in your debt, my friend. Bishop d3, knight h5. I want to play knight h5, but I'm not developed in this position. I mean, my king and queen. Maybe I should castle queenside. I have no games with castling queenside at all here. I was a little concerned about bishop a3 earlier. Where to put the queen? Speaking of dark squares, well, obviously here bishop f6. This is a dangerous variation if black doesn't know what he's doing, and I'm guilty of that. Okay, so our loser took care of not getting his pawn structure mangled with rook c1. Probably a good idea. Why don't I play queen g5? It just hit me. Because he has bishop e4. Oh, this is a good move, though. Okay. Queen d2. I'm like announcing my own moves without even like thinking about them. It's like, wow. My development against S4, who also made a great donation of 10,000 bits plus to the stream. Koi, this is madness. This is madness, guys. You are so generous. It's crazy. I can only hope that I can live up to it, you know, and deserve it. But S4 is making my life really difficult. Koi's position is solid, but S4 2Beeb is putting some pressure on me here, making me work for this donation. Queen d6. I'm gonna have to play a little bit faster. We've got no development, and okay, his queen side is still temporarily frozen. I want to play b3, but he's gonna play f5. Actually, that weakens his king side. Maybe I shouldn't, you know. Maybe I shouldn't mind. Now, does Romy have some problems with this backwardness along the c file? Now, knight c3. Yeah, I guess I played bishop e6 in the wrong moment. I'm really having a bad feeling about this. I don't play the Botvinnik very often. The black, it seems like maybe it was wrong. Maybe not. I can play here. Try to play bishop f7 like a closed Sicilian. Bishop e7 from Deep Wolverine. I like the idea of knight g4. I've actually used a similar concept myself. I really appreciate that. Where am I supposed to go with my knight? My own knight now doesn't have a good place to go. I guess we just play knight f3. I don't know. a5. Okay. Romy, thank you so much for the donation. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. I thought, yeah, you guys are awesome. Okay, a5, what am I going to do? a5, I'm seeing these Freudian things. I'm like announcing my move accidentally. I'm so excited about the donations. b4, a5, b5, knight b4. That doesn't even work, does it? Wubba dubba lub lub with 28 minutes. I am under the pressure here. Okay, maybe I don't panic with a5 because my knight will actually get trapped on b4. So maybe we just have to remain calm and keep developing our forces. This is very similar to like a c5 advanced variation. Looking for a good square, my friend, on e4, obviously. Whew, that's kind of nasty. Not a whole lot I can really do about it. If I didn't allow e6 in an unfriendly way. Aditya. So Aditya's not easy to crack here. I feel that this position should be promising for white. Bishop takes b5. We've got that. Winning a pawn, it doesn't, you know, necessarily work. I'm not missing anything, I hope. And now e4 and black's looking good structurally. Okay, what happened? c3, just a quiet move by white. Okay, my queen is misplaced, obviously. Let's just, hopefully we can correct ourselves. What am I going to do, though? Maybe queen f4. That doesn't look right. White is slightly better here, there's no doubt, due to the awkwardness. Maybe b6, bishop b7, as strange as that looks, might be my best plan. I could also play queen g4. We got problems with that c7 pawn. Okay, I don't have much time left. Gotta make it good. Santa Claus with rook a8. My queen is obviously, you know, in an unpleasant situation. c6, anyone? There is the b4 idea. I can't believe the way I'm just losing in the center here with white. And Santa Claus has so much time. He's just fearless. What am I supposed to do in this awful situation? All right, we're going to protect our protected passed pawn. A5, kind of a weakening move on the queen side. I am not going to castle queen side most likely now. Tushar lost a game earlier this week against me in a similar queen's gambit where I attacked him like a maniac with h4. But this is a slightly different position than we had earlier in the week. Thank you, Koi TV, so much, man. Clash Kid. I realized the weak e7 square that I came up with rook e8. Didn't know how the main line, though. I don't remember now where we're at there. Okay, here I have to decide quick. Okay, we play an exchange variation type of position. Let's just do that. No, maybe not. Bishop d3, bishop f4. Bishop f4 allows knight h5. h3 is an interesting move. Okay, if you could play a5, I can play h3. Here we're just in a happy endgame, more or less. The game against move 11, I feel like my bishop b4 was a weird move. It's kind of inconsistent with the rest of my play. Now it's like, why did I do that? Can't maintain e4 now. Bishop takes here. It's a weird situation. This doesn't seem right. What am I supposed to do, though? I don't have a choice. I feel like I'm in trouble against move 11. Aditya here. Okay, lost the pawn back, but he's still fighting. Got possible c5. Where does my bishop belong? Obviously, we have queen g5 check at some point. Very, very dangerous threats. I don't know where to go. It's a tough call. Nefertov offered a draw. No draw. No, not yet. Maybe a little bit later. But I feel bad about taking a draw that fast. Let's try a few more moves. If I get in desperate time pressure, I'll accept. That doesn't mean you have to offer. I'm just saying, you know, if I was in more time pressure, a little more time pressure, I would take it. But let's just try to push it. Try to push the limit here. E3, what are we doing? That knight has got to go. Okay, let's go. Mr. Coffee exchanged queens. I don't like this position. I felt like I totally got outplayed here by Deep Wolverine. What am I doing? I'm playing like Pavel Blatny. It's just like the last time I played this, I also got a bad position. I have no clue what I'm doing. Knight g4 was a deep move. Deep Wolverine. I think he plays better than his credentials. But I've said that before with Deep Wolverine. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making like moving back and forth type of moves there. Here we have a good structure. Okay, he stopped queen g5 check, which was definitely a big deal. What am I doing? Get the knight on d6, right? I don't know, maybe knight takes. Queen takes. The thing is, bishop g4 is really nasty. So maybe I have to play knight takes and get more compact. This is standard exchange variation. Yeah, now we have to start thinking about defense. Start thinking. Pick the right square for the pieces too. All right, it could get ugly there against move 11. He's a talented and dangerous hombre, but I think we can hang on there. Maybe c5 here. Strange as that might seem, looks like a good move. Dropping a pawn temporarily, but kind of complicates unnecessarily, doesn't, to play that? Maybe. Complicating too much. Okay, guys. There's a check. If you see a check, play a check, right? C5, bishop takes C5. Bishop C6. That's not so clear, actually. You know, do I really want to do that? That's the thing. I don't think I really want to do that. Just play a harmless move like rook e7. Okay, here I'm just going knight b5. Then he gets the pawn on b2. See, I don't like the white queen there, but oh man, he's hanging on too. This looks good for white optically, but I need to play faster. Unfortunately, we're just a little too slow. All right, let's do it fast. So king h8, not a bad idea. It's like almost forced, I think. Okay, move 11. We're a loser playing quick, you know, but I don't like his position a whole lot. Queen takes g2. Well, we're clearly better here. Yeah, let's just take it. Now I got to move rook b1, and s4 has a really good looking position there. I'm not sure about this. What's up with b7? He's got rook b8 in that case. Okay, wow, black just played f5 against me. Koi TV, 2B, thank you guys so much. f5, it's possible to take on f6 check, then he takes with the king on d6. So I think we're just gonna let his f5 pawn remain there and try to get him a different way. I need to just think about maneuvering my knight maybe from f3 to a new location. The thing is, he's making some good defensive moves there. Wasting time. Time is money. Okay, Koi TV here. Time is money. We got to move faster. King d2. Only world loser would think of that. It's not an absurd move. You know, he had to do something, and it's a creative answer. I don't have anything clear here against Lord Jesus Christ. I missed my chance to play knight b5, and then in this game I've been trying not to weaken my king side too much, but I'm gonna have to do something. It's just an awful passive position for me. Pigeon. This is gross. I hate my position. Where do you learn to play like that? Okay, e5. We're getting out. Man, we got to get out of here fast. Now knight f4. Man, very unpleasant position for me. Nothing new. s4 is brutalizing me. I'm just getting brutalized here. What am I gonna do? This looks horrible. Can I even possibly survive this? It's like playing Morphe. This looks horrifying. Okay, a6. We just get kicked out. We're kicked out. We have a space advantage, but it's cool. If I take, he takes back. It's nothing, huh? Double attack. Some double attacks. I don't see a convincing double attack. c6 and g7. Interesting game, man. Okay, we'll just go home. Yeah, I saw this. I guess I thought I could go here. Okay, now we go back to f4, and I think the Tushar made a mistake giving me that good diagonal. Now b4 anyway. That's fine. I guess I attack his center with f6. a5, b5. I'm not sure if I like that. There is a5, b5, knight b4. a5, b5, knight b4. My knight could get trapped there, as I said earlier. So I really am having doubts about this. Wubba Dubba Lub Lub with a good position. Alright. We got to get the knight off of d5, so it's like a closed Sicilian there. Now, I take back his playing bishop g5. Trading queens would be good. This is a strong positional move. I have to be pretty much very concerned about this position. It looks ugly, but I might be able to survive. Ugly but survivable? That doesn't seem very good. I'm getting mauled by Santa Claus in a kind of non-classic way here. Okay, maybe we can just hold on by the skin of our teeth there. Probably not. Now, bishop d6, Capablanca. Only I wish I could compare myself to Capablanca, but we'll try. What's up next? Rook file, the e file. No clear knockout blows for black. World loser now. I'm just taking on f2. I'm just trading, winning the exchange here. Okay. World loser played a little too fast. His hallmark. He needs to slow down. I mean, he's beaten me plenty of games because he actually caused me big problems being ahead on time, but at the same time, it's too much. Now do I take here against Tushar, or what do I do? Now you could play an exchange variation, I think. I decided to just suck it up and try to survive this ugliness. Wubba Dubba Dub just played the most horrifyingly scary move, a5. This looks horrible for me. a5 was not on my radar at all. f6. Man, he's like mauling me too. He's 1367 supposedly. Man, he's lost every game. He's killing me this time. a6. All right. That looks bad. Now bishop a6, a good exchange. Aditya's fairly high rated. I had a great position, but I have to be careful. I don't really want to exchange bishops, but I mean, what am I going to do? Man. With his king on e7, he's got 36 minutes left. What am I going to do? Just too much time pressure. I might lose some games on time, guys. That's the fact of, that's the reality. All right. We're winning here against World Loser. Don't want to blunder some sort of weird mate against Romy. We're better, but it's not that big of an advantage. It's a little, I think I'm better. I might be wrong against Romy here. I thought, like, classically speaking, I have more space in the center. You know, maybe my advantage isn't that much. Maybe in reality, white is only a tiny itty bit better. Maybe not much at all. I'm not sure. I just blundered against Romy. Oh my god. You guys are going to say that I did it on purpose. I just let him. I did that. You guys are going to say I threw the game on purpose. I can't believe I did that. I just let him play that. He's got to give me a take back. All right. I was in time pressure already here. I did something crazy for real. I think I just blundered. All right. I was like, this is a game I did one time against a 2300 player where I literally thought for 15 minutes and hung a piece. I did basically the same thing here now. I thought about e3, g3, e3, g3, you know, what am I going to do? And like, I did it to myself. Oh my god. All right, I think we're going to lose one. Man, that is ridiculous. Ah. Okay, it happens. Rook e2 check and exchange sacrifice. Oh, man. Gonna live this down. Rook e7. b5, trying to do the minority attack on the queen side. Nobody gives any help. Bishop d4. This is good. I haven't seen this game in half an hour against Jacob. I can't believe I just did that. Okay, bishop b2. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I swear to God I didn't do this on purpose. I was sitting there thinking about e3 and g3. Oh my God, I did this. That is so embarrassing. All right. I want to give him a good game. I want to take back and play e3. This is so stupid. I have to just resign. I'm not going to play on down a queen. I don't know what I was thinking. I just didn't see knight f3. I knew there were like smothered mate ideas, but I was playing through the game so quick that, oh man. All right. I could play on, but I don't really know if that's really polite. You know, I'm down a queen for a knight here against Romy. I think I can resign. It won't let. I know you won't let you give me a take back. I'll let you finish me off here. But I don't want to diss you because it's like you obviously going to beat me. But man, that was crazy. I feel so bad though. You donated to the stream and I blundered my queen against you. Oh man, I wanted to give you a really good game. But moving through the games, e3, I was like, e3 is passive. I'd rather play g3 and you know, develop with a more aggressive kingside formation. I did this in a tournament game in the Boylston Chess Club 20 years ago. We had a game. My knight was on g5. I'm sitting there. The knight is on g5, defended by a bishop on c1. It's like move 8 against, you know, two masters. My bishop is on c1, protecting the knight on g5. I sit there for literally 15 minutes thinking about whether to play e3 or g3. e3 or g3. Which structure do I like better, you know? And I just played the same blunder. I go e3 and like cut off the defense of my knight on g5 from the bishop on c1. Just drop. He's just like, queen takes g5. I lose a piece. You know, I was 2300. And this was an over-the-board game. And I did, you know, effectively the same blunder I just did against Romy. It's, you know, I'm not like blunder free. I mean, I do blunder, but this was a really embarrassing blunder. Oh man. I'm going to play it out though. You got to take the queen. I got to play it out though a little bit, a couple moves anyway. Make sure you know what you're doing. I don't want to lose in 12 moves. It's like embarrassing. But I assure you that it was purely accidental. Knight e4 now. I feel like I've given Soltigo a really good game here. I'm going to melt down soon if I don't hurry up here. I feel like I'm ruining a lot of these positions. This is bad. I started off good and now I'm like fading all over the place. Deep Wolverine with a great position against me. I blundered against Romy. I declined to draw against Nefedov here in a book position because I know this line. Derndash is really dangerous. Now knight g3. Knight g3. What am I doing here? Bishop e6 maybe? I don't know. f6 was my plan. I guess I have to play f6. And the guy's going to kill me with that diagonal. Now a strange move from Wubba Dubba Lub Lub. Just when I started to hate my position, he's giving me this pawn on e5. That's a relief, because I was like, oh man, I'm dead. Now against Tushar, I don't want to trade pieces in general. Man, I can't believe I blundered Romy. Give me a take back. I need a take back. I was oh my god. No man, I was really coincidental. I just could have blundered it against anybody. It's just ridiculous. I didn't even think he had any threats, you know. And it was funny because I mean I did in the back of my mind think about you know, smothered mates, but like I kind of knew it wasn't a mate, so it sort of eluded me. Queen c1 now. Move 11 getting tricky with the f4 pawn and the line down the c line. I mean, I saw this and I was like, oh, I can go knight b4 or some fantasy. I think I'm going to just sack a pawn here against move 11. But this could get really interesting. This seems like a sound positional pawn sacrifice. Okay, this is getting too complicated. I'm just going to trade. It's getting too awkward. But Wubba Dubba Lub Lub, that wasn't a good idea, probably. Giving me my pawn back in this one. I'm starting to fade fast. 91, defending myself. Here, we're staying alive. Tragically blundering against Romy, though. I want to give him a good game, and I dropped my queen. It's like embarrassing. All right, you're never gonna get an easy game against me again, man. This is the one time. I feel like I should resign, but I feel like I'm shortchanging him of a game or something. All right, a3. Now Mr. Coffee goes bishop h4. This is total Capablanca scenario now with knight h5. Thing is, he does have maybe c4 getting some play. I don't think it got off my game. I think I just got, like, you know, normally tired toward the end of the stream here, the end of the simul. I mean, it's pretty long, you know, 3-hour games. Nefedov is like the expert of the accelerated dragon. He's playing like me. 95. What am I doing here? He's got bishop h6 trying to trade stuff. Stop that. Okay, Nefedov, stop playing like me. Alright, we're winning against World Loser. We're better here, but now this game I've been drifting as well. I feel like against Aditya I've been drifting really hard. With a really good game, but no knockouts. Game against Arsenal fan. What did I do? Did I drop another piece? Queen h4. Possible I dropped a piece against Arsenal fan? No. How long has this move been there? Like, you could have played this before and you didn't do it. 21 playing, 1 win, no other results. Uh-oh. Arsenal fan, how long has this move been in the position that you could just do that? You could have literally done this before and you didn't? I'm confused. I'm getting confused. Alright, I'm going to try something desperate. Don't really like my game here against Derndash. Supreme, I'm clearly better. This is a normal position. This is a little unpleasant, you know. Hopefully we don't blunder. Oh man, all right. Slightly better here. We're winning against World Loser. I like how Supreme 5 is coming to life. He's playing like a GM now. In the end game, got tons of time left over there. So, we got our pawn back for what it's worth. Aditya, I win the exchange. B4, this has been a bad game all the way through. I messed up the opening somehow. Didn't like this to begin with, to be perfectly honest. Getting tortured there against him. F6 is not on. I need to get free here. Man, I can't believe I'm losing my queen against Koi TV. Bishop b4. Where did this move come from? What are you doing? What are you doing with that move? You didn't want the pawn? Seriously, move 11? Move 11 getting tricky. And then, now what? Speaking of tricky, don't know what I'm doing there. Won an exchange here, but there's still some complications. Alright, dude. Super E5 has 41 minutes. He is the guy who plays super fast. I was asking this earlier. That would qualify. Bishop takes. I mean, world loser is also qualifying. Alright. I don't know, man. I don't like my game against Wolverine. He played a very advanced game against me. Seems really strong. Here, we got to get some freedom. Freedom, please. Freedom. Alright, that's a good move. I'm getting out of here. Watch the back rank. Watch the A pawn. Okay, Tushar, we've got a solid advantage, a lasting kind of advantage here. Should I play knight e4 or just wait? Is he threatening c5? Maybe, but I have to get castled. Okay, Koi TV is going to win. He's up a queen for a piece. I just wanted to make it like presentable number of moves so I can give up. I feel awful about this. This would be good if there were takebacks. I mean, I feel guilty about taking them, but still. Just theoretically, I'd like there to be takebacks. I could give takebacks to people too. I think that's another feature in the simuls that should be implemented overall. Try to keep this simple. I don't like my position there. Man, this is not that easy. Not that easy. Queen a5 now. Clash Kid very solid. Extreme solid. Damn, dude. Clash Kid is usually like the last game I have left. Every single year, I wanted to say. Every single round. What do you call simuls anyway? It seems like every single round, Clash Kid is the longest game of the day. Is that crazy or what? Supreme 5. Man. I can just take. Finally, I have something. He has a knight e4 check. With it. It's like a trap, dude. It's a trap. It still works. I have to play f4. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, Arsenal fan. I assume I'm losing a piece. But maybe not. Maybe there's some miracle. Miracle man. E5 doesn't help my case too much. I want to come back. I was more concerned about pawn takes in that game. But Lord Jesus Christ is just ridiculously solid. Seriously. Is my queen trapped yet? Blockade. I think that Aditya should have traded queens. Is there any way I could even possibly save this game against Romino? I should resign, but I feel like I'll play a few more moves because it's so short. I'm going to have to resign if he has any more threats. Okay, Santa Claus with a ridiculous amount of time as well. Let's just try to make the best out of this. I like my position in a way, but he's so strong. Now Queen c8 from Nefedov. I don't know what he's doing with that. We're back online. And well, it seems like we have a defensible position against I take back now. We've blockaded this pawn, which is huge here. Did I blunder? I may have blundered again. Yeah, it's been happening a lot lately. Okay. It's funny how you always see the blunder like right after you do it. Why is that? Does anybody else know how that works? Okay, Nefedov. Well, I've been in a lot of these type of situations. I think white is better, but it's only a small advantage. What are we doing here? A5, keeping me busy. B4, rook A4. Is that for real? Yeah, let's not and say we did. Ah, okay. Maybe I can do it. Okay, I had a terrible fear that I just dropped my d4 pawn against the d, but he didn't take it. He played rook a7. He is not concerned. Rook queen d6 maybe. His pawn is strong though. Queen takes a3, rook down. Man, we don't have much time there. And Soltigu getting crazy with me here. Trying to kill me. This endgame looks holdable. I'm in a really bad place in this game, but I have d4, I guess. Opening the position. Clash Kid just retreated with queen back. I don't know what I should do. Okay, so he took. I'm playing down on the 7th. I'm winning. I think you played too fast. Let's see, has some perpetual I missed. There's my queen attacked again. Very nice. There's a knight check that doesn't do anything. Queen b3. And then I've got more pressure on the d5 pawn here from Wubba Dubba Lub Lub. Wonderful. He's played a really good game. He's like 1300. He seems stronger than that. Man, but anyway, guys, thank you for the awesome night tonight. No matter what happens, I didn't lose to Koi on purpose. It really was just a legit blunder. I would never lose to anybody on purpose, even if they gave me like, I don't know, $100,000. You know, I just don't do that. I just really would like to apply for takebacks. Can we get takebacks in simuls? All right, bishop h6 maybe. Can this work? Here we're holding on. I had a very unpleasant position earlier. I think it's perfectly fine now. This is also, it was unpleasant, and I'm maybe still a little unpleasant against Only Stupid Names. Against Wolverine, we're breaking out. He's got a check on c5. That's going to mate me, probably. I have to be a little bit careful, but he may have miscalculated something. Romy, I don't know, man. I'm down a queen. I mean, I want to give you the opportunity to beat me here. No matter what I do, it's bad. But we'll let you finish me off. I think I owe it to you. Knight f4. I don't know. This is not what I want to do. Okay, g5. He's keeping the bishop. I really don't like doing that when I'm black. I used to think this was a good thing, but I'm thinking that like maybe Clash Kid's strategy here isn't always such a good thing. I've done this sometimes and gotten in trouble, you know, by keeping that bishop. I'm not sure it's really the right idea. What else can we do though? Okay, it's a time pressure sort of situation. This is going to be kind of weird. No perpetual check. Like, I couldn't even calculate anything. So this bishop c5 is probably murderous. If he gets that in knight h5, he's going to checkmate me. I have a check and like take his pawn on e5. But I'm not sure I really want to do that. Maybe I want to trade. Maybe I want to trade that bishop off. As strange as it may seem, it's just too dangerous. Now we're getting in b5, and that's usually a bad thing for the accelerated dragon position. Trading queens here allows me to not lose a piece. against Arsenal fan, which is lucky. Probably lucky I'm not losing a piece against him. Against take back, I think this is equal. I'm going to offer a draw here. I haven't offered any draws, but if it's really objectively equal, I don't mind. Let's see. Move 11 just played e6. It like wins the exchange, but I don't mind sacking an exchange, I guess, if I get some real compensation. I could sack my queen. Queen takes e6, knight g5, knight takes g5. Looks almost forced. We're going to sack the queen against move 11. d4. Got a beautiful structure here. Holding on here. Okay, his b5 pawn is a bit weird. What am I going to do? This is not so easy. We're just holding. Winning this one. Okay, Romy. So disappointed at myself for not giving you a better game. Alright, I can't take back. What can I do? If you can't take back, what can you do? Now bishop h3, bishop d7. We've got a very, very small edge. Basically non-existent. Knight d5. We're all human. I don't know what to do. I'm running out of time everywhere. Sack my queen against move 11, I guess. I don't really have another choice. Anyway, it'll be fun. We got the bishop pair here. Now these bishops are like brutal. Losing to both guys who donated. It's all a conspiracy, I assure you. Oh my god. This has been a bad game all the way through, though. This is not a new concept. He's just basically outplaying me. Against the position with, I think the position against Romy was slightly better for me when I dropped my queen, but S4 has played really brutalizing me. Man, Santa Claus has a ridiculous amount of time left. My coordination is bad against move 11. I don't know that I really have a position I like there. Now, against Arsenal fan, okay, we're not losing a piece. Just keep saying it like it's the Wizard of Oz. We're not losing a piece. But we do have a nasty fork on c7 that I'm not really thrilled about. How am I going to deal with that? Knight d7 is out. There's the knight f4 idea. Knight g6. This could be extremely awkward, but I'll have to do it. Now what's up? All right, no back rank mates. There is a check, but that's okay. One check is okay. I can also just take here. Just take here. All right, we're gonna win a game or two, maybe. Rook a1. Man, the queen b3 is brutal. What am I gonna do? Only stupid names left. I'm just like groveling for a draw here. We're gonna go into full-on grovel mode, I guess, in this game. I don't know what to do. Yeah, this is literal grovel mode. c4. Whoa, that changes the structure. Poppets. Wait, poppets. Poppets. Which one of you guys is 2B? Is it Poppets and I've been calling him S4? Because they're confusing me because they're both from Austria. Have I been doing that the whole time? I've got G4 now. Mr. Coffee's hanging on. I'm running out of time. All right. Have I been crediting S4 with being 2-beep when it's really been poppets the whole time? Sorry if that was the case. Somebody probably tried to tell me, but I didn't realize. They're both from the same place, right? Man, I'm paralyzed again. This position is starting to drive me nuts. What am I doing? Adichie, we're winning. It'd be nice to like win a game or two. I have 1 win, 1 draw. No other games. Yeah, we've got 3 guys from Austria. Now I'm trading this off. Yeah, bishop c3. Okay, fortunately that's not a blunder. I saw that. Knight c6 now, there's a fork here, which is impossible to prevent, so it's just a matter of dealing with it. Arsenal fan is still better, but I didn't lose a piece yet. That's the key. In a very ugly situation, though. I've got e5. Nope. Not yet. Just later. Oh my god. Alright, be careful. Alright, against the D, we're going to win. As many quick ones as we can get in. I got to get my pieces out here. Watch out for bishop a6. There's a check and take, but I need to get my forces out. I think that's more important. How to develop. I'm not really sure. I don't have a lot of time against Deep Wolverine. Oh man. Right, I thought no, taking doesn't look right. Actually, this is getting kind of awkward. My queen is actually out of play here. Mate in 1, 2. That is mate in 2. All right. Just make sure what happened. Rook takes f5. He sacked in exchange. And now I need to play knight d5. So if my king were only a little bit safe, I would. All right, Romy, I don't know, man. I'm gonna give up here. I'm gonna lose on time anyway. So this looks hopeless. I'm not gonna be able to. Thank you so much for your donations, man. I promise I will give you a better game next time. I really, really appreciate what you did. But we lost to Romy. It was pure coincidence. I wanted to give him a really good game. Instead, I blundered tragically, but it was an interesting opening, man. You actually played a line I've never seen before, but it doesn't look bad at all. I think I'm about to flag, so I'm going to try to concentrate a little more on the positions here. Okay, now we are in grave danger, of course. All over the place, getting mated. We're getting mated no matter what we do here. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Jeez. Just getting brutalized. I'm going to lose on time and all my boards. Guess this is just lost. There's no move. Absolute zugzwang. Alright. Nice game, man. Didn't see that mate. Not allowed to resign, apparently. We lost 2. Playing on here. Derndatch surprised me. I didn't think I was lost. But he comes up with a brutal, brutal exchange sacrifice there. And then we're getting really low on time everywhere. I don't know what to do. Kind of messed up this position too. Alright, is that a blunder? Bishop h3. Okay, so Arsenal fan is pressure, but I'm hanging on. Hanging in or hanging on. Move 11, I'm down a queen, but I have some some cheapo chances, it looks like. This looks horrible. Okay, we're getting brutalized in a number of games. Some really strong players here. Yeah, not an easy day at the office, but it was a fun day. Now, World Loser, I guess we just take. We keep it simple against World Loser there, since we were up, you know, a serious amount of material. It's the winning king and pawn end game, basically. Yeah. We got enough time to react. Against Nefedov, we're clearly better. It's a typical position for this structure. He's got the white square problems. Now I have e5 here, which I hope is going to work. Lord Jesus Christ, putting me under pressure as usual. Koi TV, thank you, man. Yeah, hopefully I'll never, you know, make an early blunder like that. You got lucky this time, but you did play an interesting opening, and it made me think a lot there. So it's not entirely without earning it. I did have to use a lot of time in a new position. I didn't really feel that comfortable about it, so that was cool. Rook e7 here, we're dropping a number of games with time pressure. This is getting squeezed. I didn't expect him to hit me on this flank too with f4. I don't know if it's objectively the best move. Only stupid names left. Where's the only stupid names left from? We don't know. Okay. Pawn takes f4, bishop takes g7, king takes g7. We have a lot of problems. I think I better be careful about that. Okay, Arsenal fan, I'm getting confused by this position, to be honest with you. I am getting confused. This position has been confusing for a while, and it's getting more so. That knight is just killing me, man. Killing me. I think there's only one thing to do here. We got to play f5. Bishop h6. Oh, that's a nice move. I can play rook c6, though. Doesn't look so bad. Well, then he just takes. Oh, man, this is crazy. He's basically just winning a pawn, then? Can't be that easy. Okay, Dear Santa Claus with a ridiculous amount of time. Don't I ever have any threats? Then the knight. Okay, I've got to play f5. I decided this. Is it a good idea? I don't know. But I can't let him just run over me. Bishop takes e4. Tushar used all his time. s4 now with bishop h6. I don't see a choice. I'm getting tied up. Like, wait, I have rook b4. Like, I need a complicated game like this Soltigo, you know. I really need a complicated game like that right now. Queen d3, pawn takes pawn. Oh, man, this is not what I was hoping for. This looks about equal, objectively. I don't know, though. What should I do? The old rook c8. I'm about to flag. World Loser offer me a draw. Come on, man. World Loser is like trolling me, and I've got no time left. Dude. My own former moderator just trolling me brutally. There's rook h5. Whoa, dude. Not cool. No rook h5, please. Okay. We're out. We out. We in, we out, we in, we out, we out. Alright. I'm up a pawn, sir. Yeah, this was the trap I've been waiting like an hour for. But I have f4. Does anybody know what's going on here? I mean, what would Lublub's 1300? He's got like all this time. I can play e4. That probably doesn't even work. Okay, basically I'm just blundering now. Man. Wow, you got in c5 somehow? How the heck did you do that? Another trick. I don't know, Supreme 5. He's playing better and better. Mr. Mister is getting dangerous here. We're both in time pressure. Whoa. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Only stupid names left. Torturing me. You're torturing me in an unfriendly way. Paralyzed completely. Damn, dude. I mean, who am I playing here? A GM or something? I feel like I'm playing a GM in this game. This is not a joke. Tactics. Tactics have been called. Well, what? Alright. Love gave up material now. 3 men in a tub. Soltigo, I was surprised by that. Not taking on a5 there. I think you should take on a5. Now I blundered finally. I knew it would just be a matter of time till I did this, but I did it. I managed to lose the exchange. Now my rook is there forever. Knight e4. Supreme has a ridiculous amount of time left. Jacob just won a pawn. Okay, good, I saw that. Knight e6. I've got to move the queen. I don't know now. We take. We've got a good position against Mr. Coffee. Maybe bishop pair looks pretty good there. Man, this game is not what I wanted. Now. Ah. Alright, some counterplay. b5. Uh-oh. Maybe not a good idea. I have this, though. I don't know if that's good. I have to recapture. Blundered there against Lord Jesus Christ due to the time. No, you guys are tough. There's a lot of really, really tough games here. This is like playing a GM against stupid names. And that's the most pressure I've felt, basically, I think. Tushar Khamdeh coming back really majorly here, though. I thought he had a bad position, and now it's like fully playable. And Soltigo, I'm afraid to castle against this guy, honestly. What are my knights doing? I'm just gonna offer a draw. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's super complicated. All right. Against Mr. Coffee, I've got to check. Always check. It might be mate. Man, very unpleasant situation here. Santa Claus has a ridiculous amount of time, too. can't afford to trade. A couple of blunders. Man, stupid names just brutalizing me. Now, oh man, I'm gonna lose. He offers a draw. All right, I take draws. I was better there. Whoops, back to the simul. Man, that sucks when that happens. All right, we are flagellating. We're flagellating a lot here. Nefedov. Maybe bishop a3 or something. Trying to confuse the issue. We've got a little bit of play here against Poppets. Check, king f1. Okay, against Mr. Coffee, I thought I was slightly better. I don't know. World loser. I can't play like take a5. It should work. Sorry guys, we're a little bit low on time. I missed this check. It's a nice move by Arsenal fan. It also has plenty of time left. Damn, bishop f8, that's a professional move. Going negative. a5 b6, a5 c5 takes. He doesn't have that, does he? Yeah, that could mess up my position, seriously. Move 11. What are you doing, man? You're constantly threatening stuff. Move 11 has a ridiculous amount of time. 7 minutes is not so much, but it's enough. I really messed up against Lord Jesus Christ. There was no reason to drop the exchange. Simple time mistake. Letting him. Arsenal fan hanging on, though. Got a little bit of counterplay, but not really. I'm hanging on. I'm the one hanging on over there. Checking a5. But king c6, king e5, a5. That looks pretty convincing. Get the outside pawn. Oh man, Mr. Coffee doing a good job staying in the game. The two bishops. The two bishops look strong, but it's not easy. Okay, what happened? What is that? You had that. Master has that. Rook takes. Okay. I'm freaking out. Now I'm still alive here. I thought I was dead, but we're still alive. But I could be dead soon. Flagging on all boards. Alright, let's just hurry it up. Fine by me. Fine by me. Losing on all boards on time. Collective flag. You just got to move a little bit faster. But what's this? Wait, don't I have b5? Bishop takes f4. Clash Kid will still be the last game left. This has been a really rough day for me today. We had this awesome donations, but chess-wise, I've been a little bit under the weather, I think. All right, we're doing the best we can here. Mate on the back rank. Again. Oh man, he's just winning with that. He's just winning. What? no defense. Losing a lot of games here. Wow. Guys are pretty good. Alright, I think that's lost. Man, we're just groveling. Yeah, that's a draw. Can I get back to my boards, please? I'm gonna like flag on all boards now. I don't want to flag on all boards. Move 11, I have 18 seconds against. Man, this is like ridiculous. He is... How does he have so much time? I have this move. C5 ever? Do I ever have any threats against Deep Wolverine? Yeah, I saw that. Try and survive against Jacob. This position, we're still in the game. Tushar also with a very bad time pressure. Whoa, a rook sacrifice. Wubba double love love going nuts there. Rook endgame. Some of you guys went a little too far with your sacrifices. Oh. This is a weird situation. Okay. Maybe I can still hold. Anyway, guys, if nothing else, it was entertaining today. We had awesome donations. I was tortured by a whole bunch of people. It was fun. Oh, man. All right. Rook d2. Tushar Camde. f4 now. That's a lot of things on the wrong color. But yet I don't have any clear way to make progress. What? Yeah, Zugzwang. Is it Zugzwang yet? Yeah. It's just a matter of time with Santa Claus. Okay, dude. That I knew. It wasn't good. Too strong, man. Too fast and too strong. Okay, against Mr. Coffee, it looks promising. I lost. Rook takes e7. Rook takes e7. What do you want to do? Knight takes e7? Maybe knight takes. I don't know. The game against Santa Claus, like, I don't really understand the game. Like, it seemed like I was doing pretty well. Just like it's like forced Zugzwang gradually. Offering me a draw, but I'm still better here. Man. What happened? Bishop a5. Getting broken by move 11. It's like the unstoppable force. I could be the best defender in the world. It's not enough against some of you guys. Alright, well, please stay there, Mr. Board. We might be able to win against Mr. Coffee. We're looking pretty good here. I got to advance my pawns at some point. Yikes! Bishop e5. Did not foresee that. Okay, I think we have good chances here against Poppets. Man. Crazy. The torture game. Yo, you just did that? Okay, guys, no time to think. Just react. Santa Claus just brutalized me. Man, nothing I could do. I don't know what to do. Too tough. Wow, this guy is hanging on. Deep Wolverine, I don't think you play like a 1300, but I have said this before. It does not strike me as 1300, man. He's just too good. Too good to be 1300. What am I doing here? I mean, I'd like to not get back ranked mated, first of all, which is awful to have to play that move. Looks like one of my team games. Alright, we're improving. We got the queen on a good square. Can we win a couple games? Can we get a positive score today? That's the goal. Mr. Coffee is in a lot of trouble now. If I don't hang something, he should be losing. Two shark is okay. I've got queen b5. Looks like a good move. Good game today. Now we're actually seriously better against Supreme. Okay, we're hanging on over here. Rook f8 takes, queen takes. I don't know what to do there. Man, this game is driving me nuts. What a game. Jacob may have made a blunder. And I'm not thrilled with this game. Okay. We're winning here. Good game with Arsenal fan today. It was really a battle. It's still not over yet. Right. Knight check, I win the exchange. Oh, that's just brutal. We got really lucky in that one. I got unlucky in a couple. We got outplayed in several. What's going on? Move 11 is like zugzwanging me. Zugzwanging the verb. Rook takes. Queen takes. Okay, now check, and we're winning. Yeah, that's devastatingly bad luck for Jacob. He was much better, practically winning. Tushar hanging on again. A really good game. One of the tensest, closest games against Arsenal fan. If I can improve my king. But now I have knight e4. It doesn't guarantee the win, but it looks good. We're coming back a little bit. But what's the plan here? Just confuse Wolverine with closed positions. Mr. Coffee has to lose this eventually. Speaking of losing eventually, reminds me of another game. I don't really like my chances here too much. What is my hope here? We've got no way to free the position. Good move, sir. That looks absolutely unpleasant. What am I supposed to do now? I don't know, g6 looks bad. but maybe it's not that bad. This looks better. Let's do it that way. Probably bad too. Too sharp, as he's known. Trading queens for me. Does that look good? I don't think I should trade queens here. I had a second thought about that. What am I supposed to do here in this one? Unpleasant. Running out of time. Now, Deep Wolverine, your everyday 1300. Alright, I gotta get this off of that square so I can put my knight there, ultimately. I'm basically in Zugzwang in this position, no? Please, move 11. Let me know when I'm done. Looks like it will be soon. Mr. Coffee saves his pawn for the time being, but the other one, now the other one on d4 will fall. I can't afford to lose my d4 pawn. The heck am I doing here? Okay, just, man, it's not that simple. Bishop there. Okay, let's go. Knight e4 now, very strong. Rook there. Maybe rook c8. That drops a pawn. Let's just go with this. Kushar, good defense. Good defense, sir. I don't see a way to win. I don't see a way to do anything here. Takes, knight there. This is dangerous for me. Queen a7, queen takes a4. I guess I have to trade queens. I gotta be careful against Arsenal fan, actually. Okay, this I think is gonna be losing. Still hanging on for a move or two? Not really, right? Okay, guys, no time to think too much here, but I'm actually in some danger. Okay, no time. 1 minute per game. Where did all my time go? Rook a8, I was thinking. Am I down a pawn here? When? No, I'm not down a pawn. Deep Wolverine offer to draw. Man, thank you Koi TV. Thank you Tubi for the awesome donations today. Now I am never gonna drop a queen against Koi TV again. I feel so horrible about that. He's offering a draw here, Deep Wolverine. All right, man. It's a tough game. You're killing me. I can't break through. Let's go back and get back to the Simul. I'm about to flag, so Deep Wolverine earned a draw there. Where's my other games, though? Where's my other games? Move 11. Okay, we almost lost it. You're threatening to check. He's threatening to check. Check looks pretty brutal. I don't think I'm going to survive here much longer. It's just falling apart. I'm falling apart. Yeah, this is lost. Alright, you got me. Offers a draw. No draw. We gotta hang on here. What happened? Bishop d2. go for the initiative. At least I'm pretty decent tactically when I can focus on like one game rather than like 20 at the same time. Here now, we got a little problem. I got a little problem. Not that easy to make progress here. This is not going to be that easy. Darn. I don't know. Rook there. Arsenal fan getting aggressive. Understandable here. It's been a tough, long fight. Not really sure what I should do. B4 drops a pawn. Probably not a good idea. Let's try a defensive move. Having trouble making progress in this one against puppets. Okay, what are we doing in this game here? Ooh, no. You got that. Got this move. Ooh, that position looks kind of creepy. That's a repetition of position. We have a lot of draws. 6 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. Mr. Coffee. I thought he was dead to rights, but it's not that easy. Now even Lord Jesus Christ is making a move. He's making his move. I don't need that. King there. Okay, why can't I win this somehow? Maybe there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? Okay, bishop d2. I don't know, that's technically my bad bishop. What happened? You took that rook. You weren't supposed to take that rook. Man, this has been a tough struggle. I don't know what's going on. Bishop takes e4. Is defended by his rook. Isn't that convenient? It's defended by his rook on a4. What a miracle. Should be something for me here. We go all out. We're all in. Alright, this is getting really ridiculous, complicated now. Again, the 3rd time for this game being a huge battle. What to do? Stop his pawn for now. f5 check. Okay, now I have c2, d3, rook d1. Should be winning. Okay, we're gonna have to sack another pawn. Sacking another pawn. My other brother. This is not sacking a pawn. Okay. It's like sacking a pawn, but not really sacking a pawn. We've got 5 losses, 5 draws, and 6 wins. Damn, dude. I usually do better in the 40-40 time control. But today was an exception. We had awesome donation. I really appreciate it, guys. B3, knight check, king D3. Man, he's down on the 7th rank now. But I think I'm winning. Take, rook, D. Take, rook D8. No. Doesn't work. No. Rook D8 immediately. Yeah, it's gonna get kind of weird. What if I move my king first to a theater near you? Is there time for this? Okay, what happened? Queen E1. Okay, we don't have any threats really. Wait, rook A1. Super confusing position. I don't know what I'm doing anymore in that game. Man, this is driving me nuts. Against Poppets, he's got another defense. I don't think I'm in any risk of losing, but I can't get my rook in the game. Is this a good move, bishop d6? I don't think so. All right. He got what? A4. King takes e5. A5. No, rook d1. Okay, rook a6. Threatening my pawn. Leave the pawn alone, please. How do I break through? Somebody tell me how to break through here, because I don't know how to win. We're winning. Knight check, king f3, or king d3. Yeah, we're taking there. Hanging on. We're in the box. How can I win? Knight takes c5. Maybe I have check. Check and take on c5, then rook d8. But does it even work? You know, does it even work? I don't know. Take on c5. He takes with the d pawn. Then I play rook. Check on b2. Check on b2. And then I take on c5, then rook d8 maybe. Got him down to a minute, but I mean, I'm not really making progress here. That check is pretty good. Okay, h5 has left the building. We're going to go b4. I was a little worried about this, but I think we're hanging on. I'd like to get a... Mr. Coffee, thank you for the game, man. That was a good fight. The Austrians are draw machines. Poppets is not going to win. Just warning you. Okay. Just ask my friend Walter Whitman how many times. We played a few times now. I beat him a couple times. He beat me once. He's not a draw machine, actually. I played a number of Austrian players here in Hungary. I don't think any of them were draw machines. The Austrian players are generally fighting. Definitely fighting. What is my plan in this position? I don't really have a plan. Don't have no stinking plan, man. There. I'm going to drop all my pawns, you know. Don't have a stinking plan. Alright. What am I doing? Rook b6? I'll probably end up getting mated against Lord Jesus Christ. Rook e5, please. If you can play any move, play rook e5. What are those losses? Tushar Kande, be optimistic. Yeah, man. This is a good fight. I've got to come up with a positive score. Koi TV, 30,000 donation today. 2B with 10,000. You guys are insane. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What just happened? I just dropped a pawn. Oh, that's not important. Wait. I didn't drop a pawn. I thought I dropped a pawn. I thought like I played c3 and he captured it or something. Whoa. Alright. Knight d5. Mother of hallucinations. Okay. But he's threatening my pawn. Dude, you're going to take my pawn. That's not nice. Alright, we're going with the pawn. This is a draw. Okay, only stupid names. It was a good game. I'm going to take a draw there. Now I have knight takes c5 and rook d8. And that's the question. I've been working for this, you know, for a long time. He had tricks in a lot of other positions, but I feel like I should be winning somehow. Rook d8 and the threats to his king are just too grave. Tushar. How fast can my pawn run? King up. Arsenal fan. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe rook B. Rook B. I'm not sure this is a good move even. Bishop e5, perhaps? I don't know. It's getting kind of crazy again. Now my king is in danger. There's no getting out that way. Man, this has been a crazy game. I thought I was on the verge of saving myself. Knight d6 check and knight c4 maybe. We're going to try it. Try to blockade the c file. So here. Alright. And now Tushar getting active with his passed pawn. We've got to get active with our stuff too. I don't know. It looks like unclear. Tushar's in time pressure. I'm in time pressure. A seventh of my games and a draw set S4. We've got Poppets, Lord Jesus Christ, and Arsenal fan left. Now, I think we're winning. Queen C2, right? Okay, it doesn't win itself, but we should be winning. He's got a check. The king went over there now. Where's he going over there? Where is he going over there, guys? Knight check. I was just going to blockade here on c4. I'm not sure this is good enough, though. If his rook gets too active, I'm going to lose this. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what he's doing. We've got rook a5. Keeping his knight busy. Maybe we'll check first. All right. Great fighting game with Arsenal fan today. Knight check, knight b2, or b2. Rook b6, maybe. I'm about to like lose on time. King f6, rook c7. There's also g5 check. I don't know, I'm kind of panicking now. I don't know what to do. We go to h6. Alright, thank you for the game, Poppets man. Good fight. Feel a little bit lucky. You're feeling lucky, punk. Good move from Arsenal fan. Both hanging on there. We're going to end up with 8 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses, and 2 remaining. Really tough games, guys. Some of them were better than others, obviously. When it gets really low on time, don't double-click accepting draws. Guys, awesome donations. Thank you for subscribing too. I don't want to like, leave out the guys who subscribe. We had some new subscriptions today. Rook takes b7. Rook takes b7, knight check, king up, knight takes b7, but my knight gets trapped, so I can't do that, sadly. Let's just keep him in the zone. I don't know, I might be losing here. Might be losing this. I don't like this move, but I'm running out of time. 2 minutes. Arsenal fan, I feel like that game should be a draw. Well, this is a weird move. He's going all in, basically. Rook takes. But my pawn is strong too. Rook takes, but I can't get behind his pawn. How strong is my pawn? Maybe first rook c7. Then knight d3? This is a mess. Rook a5. Rook a5? What am I doing? Rook a5 has to be a bad move. Has to be crazy. Knight c6 check. Take the pawn. It's sack for those 2 connected passed pawns. But it's not so easy. Check, takes. Actually, where's he going after this? Arsenal fan played knight g4. But does that lose? He's taking his life in his hands with that move. Okay, I'm about to flag. I'm about to lose on time. What did I think I had here? Some check. I don't know. All right. B2, king h6, king g5, that is. I don't know. I'm going for these pawns. I don't know what the evaluation is here. I guess any possible of the three. I doubt I'm winning. I'm probably either drawing or losing. Materially feels like it should be a draw. He shouldn't have enough to win this, really. I've got two connected passed pawns with the rook. Alright, guys. Tomorrow we're back with Blitz and Rapid Chess. 10 a.m. Oh, I'm about to flag. We need these cast pawns. Castaway pawns. Uh-oh. I don't like the look of that. The pawns have to go. Have to go. So what's the deal here? Is this a draw? That's the question, the million-dollar question. I guess this is winning for me. Can he? How fast does he get over there? Got to check. It's not that simple. Rook G, Rook B5, Rook B6, Rook B7. I've heard of like two A pawns being a draw, but I don't know about A pawn and B pawn. It seems like it should be winning. I mean, you know, rook pawn and knight pawn should be a win. I know there's two rook pawn endgames that are drawn, but not when they're like this though. Arsenal fan may have committed hiri-kiri here at the very end. Welcome everyone. Knight check. King f3. This is probably a draw as well. The other game is winning, likely. Isn't it? I guess it's not that easy. Should my king even go backward? I'm getting confused. It's the rook pawn is bad. What am I doing here? Well, my pawn's not protected. I guess this is sort of a weird move. But I figured I can protect my pawn with h6 and then go from there. Yeah, it's been a long night. Intuitable. I think I picked the wrong square here. Two sharp Camde, allowing me these two connected passed pawns to stay on. Maybe he's winning. I find it hard to believe. I go for the E pawn? No. To go H5, H6, H7, H8. There's also G6. Now I've got H5. I think this is winning. Kiss, kiss, hiss, hiss, kiss, kitty, 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 hiss, hiss. Too hard to say. Whoa, what is going on around here? He played Rook E1 finally. Okay, this game I had like almost given up on. Apparently we're still alive. We're all confused. I had basically given up. Plays Arsenal Fenerbahce in a classical casual game. 58 moves. No evaluations, please. No spoilers. Okay, we are in big trouble here, but got a good knight. Not enough pawns left. I mean, too many pawns left. F4 check. Weakens the E3 square. We gotta go here. We have chances to save this. Uh-oh. I just segmented myself. I separated myself from my pawns. Oh my god. I think I did it. Rook H6 takes H4. Rook back, H3. Rook there, king takes H4, rook back, H2, rook H1. King up, king up, king up, king up, king up. I think I'm winning this if he does it that way, but I don't know. All right, weird position. Oh man. I have to be really thoughtful here too. I thought I was just okay, but I'm not so sure. Take, take, pawn takes. Oh man. This is like a nightmare. It's looking like the other game. This could end up like the other game. Knight C5. Alright. He doesn't have much time left either. We gotta go. Knight king takes E3, okay? H6. H6 looks pretty good. I hope. Oh. Theoretical position, H3. Rook H1, Rook G1, H2, Rook H1, king up, king up, king up, king up, king up, king up. I don't know, man. I can't calculate. I'm too tired. Guys, don't give any words like any moves in the chat when there's just a couple games left. It gets to be kind of a gimme. Okay, king f6, king d2, king f5, king e2, king f4, king f1, h2. Rook here would be winning, but I can't defend my pawn. h2, rook h1, king f6, king d3, king f5, king e3, king here, king f2. It should be winning, huh? I like by a tempo. Yeah, he saw it. You should just tell him about it. Don't forget to tell him about the winning move. All right. I don't really like going back, but I don't like King H4 even more. That's mate in one. I guess we should shoulder his king here. We're just making it. It's okay. Probably he's not listening to the stream. King G4. What's happening in the other game? Anyway, guys, long simul tonight. It was awesome. We had 30,000 bits donation from Koi TV, 10,000 bits from Tubib. Unfortunately, I dropped my queen against Koi TV, which I feel really weird about. But it was an absolute honest blunder. I sat there and I thought for like a minute on whether to play E3 or G3, forgetting that he has knight F3. This Budapest gambit, you know, smothered mate theme, winning my queen on D2. And I did the exact same blunder in a tournament game 20 years ago. King H3, I think I'm winning that game. I don't have a good feeling about this. I played what? King F1. Okay. It's just over. We're going to win against Arsenal fan, but it looks like we're losing against Lord Jesus Christ. I'm not sure I was ever not losing against Lord Jesus Christ. Now what's this move from Tushar though? Maybe he's losing now. H7. Is he losing? H7. I don't see it. I don't know, should I go up or back? This looks bad no matter what. I'm losing against this. This is just lost. We've got 8 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses. It'll probably be 10 wins. Okay, this move I missed. That's a bad news. Said it would be 10 wins. Oh, this is like a forced win or something? Oh my god. Is that a forced win for Tushar? He already helped, he helped Lord Jesus Christ. Help yourself. F4, this doesn't look too good. Elementary rook endgame technique. We gotta go with the pawn. Get some counterplay of some sort. Doesn't look like enough, but you never know. His king is kind of in an awkward position there. My pawn is moving down too. It's not so simple. That was one of the most tense games we ever played, Arsenal fan. You definitely didn't deserve to lose, though. I mean, I felt like you had the initiative like throughout most of the game. You know, pretty much the entire game until the ending. Okay, D3. Well, what am I doing? Rook check. Now King F1 is only move. Well, it's technically not the only move. I can go here, but he checks me. Then I go back. It's like very awkward. Totally misplayed this. I'm like gonna lose. All right. Wow, rook there. I don't know what's happening now. This is getting kind of weird. Lord Jesus Christ might have messed this up. I mean, my pawn is pretty far advanced now. I'm basically gonna lose a really simple position against Tushar. I never should have lost this. But then again, a lot of the endgames are bad because of the time pressure here. People are cheering. What's that? I messed up against Tushar. I thought I was winning. You know, I just missed this one check on f4 when I played h7. I mean, this is ridiculous. Here. He went knight h3. I can play g6, no? I mean, maybe I'm still not good. Maybe I'm still not good, but I thought g6 would have been better. Maybe it doesn't make a difference. Isn't this a win? I guess I have rook f7, huh? King f3, rook f7. Yeah, I don't know what I expect him to play, actually. King f3, rook f7. Maybe that saves me. I have takes, and g6. I can sack my rook for his knight. People are cheering. Now what do I do? Now what do we do? That's the million-dollar question. Rook over, check. Just keep checking him. I think I should be able to hold this somehow. Okay, he played what, e5 now. Not like I have a lot of moves. There is rook a7 or something like that. g6. I've got 3 minutes. Let's see, g6. Knight e2 check, king g2. I don't know what else I can do, really. Mr. Coffee, everybody, thank you. We're going to be back tomorrow. 10 a.m. here, Blitz and Rapid Chess on lichess. International Master Sparkle Horse. Was a really tough game. You got to get a drink of water. And my teleported from f2 to f6. It is a lucky thing, isn't it? Those pawns move really fast. I got 9 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses. 2 games remaining. Rook h5 was played. But does that change the position at all? Rook h4, I mean? I go here, right? Or should I go to f7? Rook f7. Rook f7 or rook g8? Rook f7. Threatening g7, right? No, but rook f7, knight takes g6. That doesn't make any sense. That's a good way to try to lose. I guess I have to go here. But then check. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what else to do. We're just going to check. Check a lot. check a lot and then blockade his pawn, and I think we can draw. Move 11. I don't think my queen sack quite worked there. I was disappointed with that. No, I'm not sure I'm doing this the right way. Yeah, rook check and then king back. I guess I have to check him one more time. Man, I'd be surprised if I wasn't lost here somehow before the end. Now king g3. Well, he's got at least knight takes g6. But do I have another choice? I don't really see another choice. Right. And now for our next trick. King c1, right? Just blockading. Similar to the Arsenal fan game. Now, what's the deal here? My king is pretty active. But it's kind of a problem, actually. I wonder if I should have gone back with my king. Well, I can play king g2, e4, rook over. Then these Twilight Zone rook endings, cutting off my king. So I went the wrong way with my king. We do have a million checks. It looks like it may be lost though. It wasn't so bad position for me in my game with Derndacht. You mean the final position when I resigned? What are we talking about? Maybe I can lose 2 drawn rook endings. King d2. Certainly not the final position though, right? An awful lot of checks here. Now rook takes d3. I'm specializing in rook against rook and pawn. No telling anybody any evaluations, okay? I mean, you can use your human evaluation, but no hinting computer evals. 9 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses. I guess he is just a little too far afield. Luckily. Man. I had queen e8 and h5, so I wasn't losing in the final position when I resigned. That would be really sad. All right, now we can escape in front of the pawn, and this should be a draw. We get in front of the pawn. Now, he's trying to cut me off, which is a good idea. But I have, let's see here. Rook d7. And this is this is annoyingly similar to the other game. Okay, so rook b, rook b3. Try to get him to make negative progress. Okay, Tushar, man, good fight. 74 moves only. That's a draw now. You may have been winning. We're on the last game against Lord Jesus Christ, which we have just rook c3, king d5, rook takes, king c3, king c5. No, rook c3, king d5. If I trade rooks, I can play king d3 instead. And then rook takes, king c5, king b3, king b5. Maybe there's another way to draw, like rook h3, king d5. It doesn't look right. Rook c3, king d5. Rook check, king c5, rook check, king b5. And then something like, I just hang out. Okay, so rook c3, king d5, I just hang out, literally, with like king c2. Just building the bridge. Rook takes, king d3, king c2. And this should be a draw. King d5. What is the best move after king d5? Rook check, king c5, rook check, king b5, and then something like weird. King c2, no. That's take, king c5, king b3. Take, king c5, king b3, king b5. King c3, king a4. Black's winning. This is giving me a headache, guys. I'm losing my mind. I don't know. Rook c3, king d5. I can't trade, right? Rook takes, king takes. Distant opposition I could try. King c2. King c2. Hey, maybe that's it. King d5, rook takes, king c2. If b5 is a draw, if king c5, king c3. Oh no, king b5, king b3, king a5, king a3. Oh my god. So it's a draw. 9 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses, and 1 more draw. Your subscription ran out. It's okay, man. Don't worry about it. I owe you a beer now. I do owe you a beer. Alright, well, Lord Jesus Christ had some help earlier, so now I got one back. The good old distant opposition. Who suggested that? Whose idea was that? Was there a mate? Not too many mates. So I resigned prematurely against Derndatch. I like to do that once every simul. Premature resignation. When I get depressed, I just like either offer a draw or... I still haven't looked at my tournament game today. I'm thinking, man, I must have had like a better position. I thought I was like clearly worse, and so like I accepted a draw instantaneously when my team really, really needed wins. It didn't look that bad though. When I accepted a draw, we had one game that was definitely winning, and one game that was like probably losing but not sure. So I was like, well, it's probably not the end of the world to accept a draw if you think you're really worse. I like how my opponent is a FIDE master but has 100 games in the database. It's like, all right, now we crossed over, so it should be a clear draw. King c2. That's the only thing. We just got to make sure we get our king across in front of the pawn. King b3. We're good to go. So GG. Blockading the pawn in front. I was lucky. We really we scooped some half points here at the end, which we really didn't necessarily have to. I was in major danger of losing this. I was major danger of losing another one, and then there was the crazy game against Arsenal fan where I thought I was worse. This check probably can't hurt, I would think. Alright, this is it for today, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow, Blitz and Rapid Chess, 10 a.m. here on lichess and Twitch. You started only drinking again recently. Yeah, that's the worst thing you can ever do is quit. No fun that way. Alright, I'm going to make sure I stay where I am. Rook c8. This is definitely a draw. I'm a little tired, but I don't think I'm tired enough to mess it up at this point. We're just going to stay with the file where it is. Not let him cross over. I mean, he could build a bridge with like Rook c5, he or she. Could build a bridge with Rook c5, but then I'll always take it and it'll always be a draw. You know, so how does black cross over? They can't. All right, man. 5 minutes to go. This is like, what move is it? 81. It's just move 81. This is my style. Man, I gotta stop having draws in my tournament games. Anyway, guys, exciting stream today. Thank you for the bit donations. We'll be back normal schedule this week. In 3 weeks, I'm playing in a tournament in here in Budapest, the Budapest Spring Festival. You Austrian guys should come and play. At least the under 2200 section. Well, you have to play in the under 2200 section. They're not letting people play down under 22 without a 2200 rating. So Lord Jesus Christ, you were deserving of a win today, but you didn't quite get it. If I had gone King F1, I had Rook G3, Rook G1 mate. That's good to know, Tushar. God. I was seriously debating playing King F1. It just felt more intuitively, you know, logical to have the king closer to the center. I didn't really calculate. But the really highlight of the day was Romy winning my queen with knight f3 check. I really swear there will be conspiracy theories, but I honest to God, just blundered my queen. I mean, it's ridiculous but true. So here we are. No crossing the C file. It is forbidden. So Lord Jesus Christ, I will not play that game. It's going to be hard for you to win without crossing the C file. Some Chinese coming with ELO 2700. Yeah, I don't know who that could be. It's Li Chao. Li Chao is supposed to play, which I thought was weird. I mean, he's kind of overrated for the tournament. The next highest rated guy is like 2650, and Li Chao's in there. Li Chao is in there with the 2720. Lord Jesus Christ, how many moves can we make it? 86? What a stream today, guys. Thank you so much. There are FMs and IMs in the 20 section. It's not weird. Epper Yeshi is like, he's like 75 and has health issues. He's 2100. Dude, I mean, where do you think these people go when they get old? I mean, they don't just like die. They have, you know, they get old. And dude, there's a guy on my team, dudes. Dr. Liptai, Dr. Laszlo Liptai on my team. He's 80 like one, and he still plays well. And he's 2300. And he played today, and he was like cagey with black against this like 50-year-old FM. And Dr. Liptai like was getting tactical with him and stuff. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, some people like can play really, really strongly. Liptai was an IM. He was a pretty good IM. But those guys, okay, most people get weaker. I mean, most people when they're like 70 years old, they go from 2400 to 2100. I mean, it's normal. But once in a while you come across somebody like the guy on my team who's just, he's amazing. 2300 who's 80. I mean, it's one thing if you're like Smyslov or something, but you know, for an average master to maintain that level, it's just insane. He was playing on the board next to me. All right, thank you for the game. So Lord Jesus Christ, simul complete, guys. Awesome stream today. 9 wins somehow. I don't know how. 8 draws, 5 losses. I'm not going to summarize too much because it's really late. It was almost 4 hours, which is, this has got to be like a record. 3 hours and 50 minutes for the simul. But seriously, it's awesome. I want to thank you. I want to thank Koi TV Tubib for the awesome donations we had. And just everybody for playing. I just want to take a look at the Derndatch final position. But what's going on? So, in the final position, I was in trouble, no? Okay, I still technically am not lost, but it looks awful for black. Queen e8, bishop takes f5, h5. That's like as close as you can get to lost without it being like a forced loss, literally. I don't know how the computer can be at like 1.7. It seems like it would either be winning or not, you know. It's probably a good resignation, although Derndatch would have had to play perfectly here. Extremely unpleasant position, plus 2.1, so I don't think it was a crazy resignation. Anyway, guys, final score for the simul: 9 wins, 8 draws, 5 losses, 4-hour stream, basically, which is like a record for me. I usually do 2.5, 3 hours, but this is like our longest simul ever, guys, and it was worth it. But I am sorry for the blunder against Koi TV, because that was kind of anticlimactic. I really wanted a good game against him, but comedy relief there, dropping my queen in the opening. Anyway, guys, great fight today. As always, it was really hard, but you know, I like it challenging. That's why I play a lot of different openings and stuff. I really appreciate it. Again, the support, the donations, and the subscriptions. We'll be back as usual, and I will see you. Awesome, Tushar. Good fight today. Thank you, all of you. It's really my pleasure to do this. So we'll see you all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. CT. Thanks, Soltigo, for our moderator. You do a great job, man, and you're a positive influence on everyone here. And I just, you know, couldn't imagine someone doing a better job. So thanks a lot, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.